Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Newberry, Florida, and race day number 3 of the 53rd Annual Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit here at beautiful Gatorback Cycle Park. And, of course, a special thanks today to our friends at Thor and Parts Unlimited, our title sponsors. And, of course, with that being said, thanking to our friends at Thor and Parts Unlimited, thanks to Pro Circuit, as well as our friends at VP Racing Fuel, and also thanks to Dunlop Motorcycle Tires, as well as our friends at United Motorsports. So we also send a special thanks out today to our friends at Scott Goggles and Scott USA, and also the Fly Machine Factory of Southern California, FMF. Thanks also to the many manufacturers that are here paying contingencies this year and helping bridge that gap to, better rides and better equipment. Of course, our great brands like Husqvarna, KTM, and Gas. Also Kawasaki and the Team Green. Our friends at Cobra Mini Cycles and Honda. And, of course, Yamaha and the entire Blue Crew. The RM Army at Suzuki and our friends at Triumph. Once again, out here demoing the new 450s this year. I'm Rodney Tomlin, along with this morning the voice of Florida Motocross, Dean Diaz. And Dean, as we look out across this beautiful racetrack, it's the visibility, once again this morning, a little limited as we do see a little bit of fog here from the announcer's tower. We can see probably about almost all the way across the racetrack now. So the fog is lifting. It's lifted up quite a bit over the course of the last few minutes. And we have been able to see well enough, and they have already gotten sight laps underway. So as you can see, we are loading the gate right now, getting things prepared as far as the 250 main event is concerned, and our 258 class getting set to roll here in just a few moments. And while they set the stage, and we set the stage for that, introduce us to the players that we've got to watch here in just a few moments.
Yeah, I'm looking down here, and the heat race finishes. It looks like coming in with the win here in the first heat was the Landon Gordon. Also, we got Janik and also Avery Longman making a big impact.
That's just a few of the key players that we've got going on over there, and it looks like I've been given the word that it is go time here at the Mini-O's. And before we get each and every day underway, we always like to pause for just a moment and ask a blessing on the day. And, of course, again, from FCA, the Federation of Christian Athletes, here with us, of course, Kyle back with us again, and Kyle McGraw. And if you would, please ask a blessing on this great day that we've got ahead of us.
Yes, sir, I'd love to. Let's go to the Lord in a word of prayer. So, God, we just thank you again for another day here at Mini-O's. God, I thank you for everybody that makes this happen day after day. I thank you again for the Kern family and what all they put into this. I thank you for all the flaggers, all the workers, everybody behind the scenes. God, today we just ask you for safety over this track. We ask for safety over every single rider. We ask for safety over the flaggers, that they're alert and they're aware of what's going on, and that they're able to just keep us safe. God, be with the riders. Give them fast minds and straight lines. God, we ask that you keep them safe, that you let them ride with integrity. You let them ride the ride that's in front of them. God, we love you, and we thank you for your son. We thank you for the cross. We thank you for everything that you do for us. We just ask that you're with us today. Give us a great day of racing, sunshine. God, we're excited to start Moto. Just be with us. Keep us safe. Keep these riders safe. Keep these workers safe. We love you. Thank you for everything you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, remove those caps, and cross those hearts as we honor the greatest nation in the world with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's go racing, folks. And there you have it. The stage is set, and race day number 3 of the 53rd Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit about to get underway. And, of course, the 250A going to kick things off in style here this morning. Coming into this one, as Dean Diaz pointed out, Landon Gordon going to be one of the key players in this as he won the heat race, the qualifier, I guess, if you will, aboard that number 18 Team Green Kawasaki. But he had plenty of company. He had Avery Long back there who finished up in a number 3 spot. Not far behind him was the 759 of Christian Janik as well. Ryder Malinowski took a 4th place position there in that qualifying round. And Ashton Aruda, another top player on the 181 out of Westport, Massachusetts. Now, that's just 5 of the top players that we bore witness to out there first time around. But this is the main event. We could see some new names start to shine in this one, Dean.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. You see Gibson is 3 inside of the box. Then we got Gordon. He's about 5 inside the box. And everybody else that's some players, they're very far into the inside. So what's going to happen as they go into the first turn? That VP hole shot this morning. It looks like maybe a Husky out there with a good jump, a good start. I'm going to pick them up as they make their way through this section. No, it's the 40 of Dudney. It was the Gibson, but Dudney is able to come away with it.
Well, I tell you, a few riders going down there about mid-pack, collected in that first turn. They're getting resorted out and back and rolling. And speaking of sorting out right now, Gibson trying to sort it out as they find their way through the fog this morning and look for that number 1 spot. Gibson back in that new number 2 spot. Dudney's another rider that's been having a fairly successful year. He's coming off the heels of a great run at Loretta Lynn's, of course, and then not only that, some great rides here. Now, yesterday's, or I should say the qualifying round, not necessarily an indicator of what kind of speeds he's got, as he finished 13th in the qualifier on the Monster Energy machine, and, of course, he has turned that around here in the main event.
Yeah, it looks like Gordon has made his way in a second around Gibson, but Gibson fighting tooth and nail to try to get back around him. We've seen Gordon on screen make a big mistake there. I'm watching Racer TV right now. It is Gibson under pressure by, I believe, Avery Long. You tell by that riding style, one of the bigger riders out there on the bike, doing a great job around the Supercross track.
Wow, I tell you, what a day to have things start clicking for you. Caden Dudney was on the Mini-O's after show last night, and they had a chance to talk with him there for a few moments. Really great kid, no doubt, and certainly seems to have his sights set on bigger things as far as the future is concerned. And, man, he is really laying some great groundwork out here today. If this is any indication as to what his future's looking like, it's definitely going to be a bright one.
Off track for Avery Long. He went for the big quad jump over there. Came up a little short, drifted off the track, so he's going to get back on. I believe not going to lose any positions, but, man, that was a scary one this morning.
Well, it looks like the Gibson and Gordon battle may actually, Long might be starting to put the pressure on Gibson, which will put pressure likely on Gordon as well.
Yeah, Gordon having some issues with those whoops again that last lap through. Hopefully he gets it figured out, because I'll tell you what, Gibson and Long are coming in that 3rd and 4th place position. Back in front of the tower now. We got our eyes on the battle, eyes on the prize. It's Gordon, Gibson, and Long, as Dudney is trying to set sail out there in the lead on the number 40 Star Yamaha. He's done what everybody wants to do, right? You get a good start, get out in the lead, and put those sprint laps and stretch it out over the competition, but not stretching out too far. How big of a lead does he have over the rest of the competition right now?
Well, as we check in with time, it's only a little over 3 seconds, but if you look at lap times, I mean, that's after 2 laps complete. A 105.763 to 106.9. That's the next fastest lap, and the only other rider under the 107 mark at Landon Gordon. So we're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of a second or so faster each lap, and if that trend continues, this gap is going to widen quite a bit. And we're about ready to see how much that gap has widened as I believe Dudney checking in for a third lap complete. Another 105. This one may be a little faster to 105.2. But look at this. Gordon also popping off a 105 at a 105.5. Still in the 107s would be Gibson and Avery Long. But Gordon is trying to maintain that pace. The gap still just a hair over 3 seconds at 3.2 seconds. But, man, things are tightening up, I think, back there for that third-place position. Avery Long putting the hammer down on Gibson right now.
Got the inside. Got Gibson set up. Yes, he stands up in the corner right there. Avery Long says, I'm done waiting, man. I got to make some moves. I want to win this thing, so I can't get held up there. So he's going to get around Gibson. Gibson going to be in fourth. And Long now in third, trying to set his sights on Landon Gordon.
So Long definitely stretching those legs out there and trying to make some major gains as lap 4 about to roll through the history books as we turn our attention back up front. Has Gordon been able to make any gains on Dudney as we see Dudney now around the final turn and past the finish line? And as he checks in with 4 laps complete, a 105.159, another faster lap, a 105.896 there for Gordon. Now the gap stands at 4.024 seconds, so almost another second added on to that gap. So Dudney, again, it's not a comfort zone, but 4 seconds, certainly a lot more comfortable than having someone right on your rear wheel.
Yeah, the top 4 or 5 looking really comfortable out there. You see Fowler now in 5th. And behind Fowler, it's Enrico, Getz, Balbuena, Milliken, Tiburcio. That's your top 10 out on the racetrack right now in the 250A class. One of the riders have a little issue there in the middle of the track, but right now we got our eyes on the prize. That is the third place position of Avery Long, and just behind him we see the 23, Alana Gibson. Gibson now jumping that jump. That was the differentiation the last couple laps. He was not hitting that big triple jump, quad jump right there. Avery Long was. Avery was able to capitalize on a little mistake that Gibson had, and he's now our third place rider.
Well, I tell you, by looking at this visually right now, on TV, I don't know if that gap is still at 4 seconds between Caden Dudney and Landon Gordon or not as we check in. Yep, it's still right at 4. They turn nearly identical lap times, less than a tenth of a second difference. So actually the gap now sitting at 4.100 seconds. So not a lot gained there by Dudney, but he held his own, and Landon Gordon did as well as they run 1 and 2. Avery Long still back in number 3 spot. Checking out on Avery Long's times, he's into the 105s now as well, to 105.5. He is 3.9 seconds. So the gap from first to second and second to third about the same distance now.
Yeah, on screen we're watching our leader now. Got a good view of him, good picture of him, man. He is really riding hard, staying low to the ground, and it's paying off here. It's paying huge dividends on this racetrack this morning.
Absolutely it is. And again, don't adjust your
lappers.
Television sets. Yeah, lots of lappers. Now, this could change the face of the race. This could be the saving grace for the 18 of Gordon to close that 4-second gap up on Caden Dudney as they check in. And we do see a little gain taking place there. It's not much, but a tenth of a second. 3.9 seconds now between first and second.
Hey, he's tightening it up.
He's tightening it up.
And I'll tell you, the fog is definitely lifting for sure, but with these lappers in the fog, maybe could give a little issue for Dudney. So Dudney now making his way, navigating through that triple-double there along the far side of the racetrack, the west side of the racetrack, if you're not here with us. Coming through again. Last time it was Dudney, Gordon, Long, Gibson, Fowler, Endrigo, Getz, Aruda, Edwards, and Malinowski now cracking inside the top 10. So we got to keep our eyes on that. Rider's trying to make his way through the pack. Watching Dudney now through the on-off. Watch his whoop speed right here. Coming through those whoops, staying right on top. A little buck there, but, man, charging hard as Gordon is just behind him. And Landon Gordon, man, those first couple laps, he really did not have those whoops figured out, but he's got them dialed in now and charging hard. Like I said, he's running the same lap time as our leader. As they make their way in through the mechanics area, we'll see him pan in the view here in front of the tower. It is the number 40 of Caden Dudney and the Star Yamaha. There's Gordon. So a pretty big gap still between Dudney and Gordon. And now we're looking for Avery Long. There's Avery Long. He's got a lot of ground to make up to catch up to Gordon and put a battle on. And Gibson, he's going to check in that fourth place position. looking good in fourth. He's got a big gap over our fifth-place rider. Here he comes, making his way by the tower. It is the 4.62 Luke Fowler, but it's good to see Luke up there cracking the top 5. You know, he's had some issues, I believe, yesterday, getting it figured out, getting some kinks worked out, and running a fifth-place position right now in this 250A class is huge.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little wondering about Fowler, but I also know, you know, there's a lot of things going on right now as far as this time of year is concerned with a lot of different transitions. Some riders are coming off of injury and different things like that. So I wondered about Fowler. It's good to see that he is finding that flow and that speed and that rhythm to get him up into the top 5 and keep him in there in the mindset of everyone and keep him as a player as well. Dudney in. That is now 8 laps complete. The gap the gap is widened to just under 5 seconds. We're looking at a 4.2 second gap back to Avery Long in third. Landon Gibson now back in the 4th place position is looking at nearly 6 seconds behind that 3rd place ride of Avery Long. Luke Fowler back in the number 5 spot, as you pointed out there. And then we've got Gabe Andrigo. Jonathan Getz back in the number 7 spot, looking for Ashton Aruda there. Check in at 8. Hayes Edwards. There's Aruda in. Edwards. And, a little bit of a change here. It looks like in the 9 and 10 spot is Bernardo Tiburcio and Ryder Malinowski moving up. Bernardo moving into the 9th spot. Ryder Malinowski into the number 10 spot. It looks like Hayes Edwards drops back to the number 11 position. There's the number 12 spot. It is the 759 of Christian Janik, and that's one of the names that we talked about. One of the front runners in the qualifying round. Again, start critical. He may have been one of those riders that got tangled up in that first turn,
yeah,
too.
Very well likely, because I've been watching him climb, and, you know, you see him out in 12th, but he was outside the top 20 early in this one, so definitely making some strides there and trying to crack up inside the top 10 before this one's over, but with 9 laps complete, it's going to be difficult.
Most certainly is. And again, like we said, a relative who's who of this class. I mean, anybody can shine, and obviously we're seeing Caden Dudney shine, though he might not have shined so bright during qualifiers. Man, he has flipped the switch here in the main event as 9 laps complete, working on lap number 10 now.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk about how strong Dudney is, and I'm watching him on screen, man, scrubbing all these jumps still. Like, we're almost done, you know, and he's still scrubbing and using all the energy that he can out there on the racetrack.
Well, a new fresh program. He's feeling fresh. The program's fresh and new. So a lot of excitement over there, and that translates to on the racetrack as well.
Here he comes to the whoop section. Got a down rider right there. So tough break for that young man as we're coming down around the finish line area. It is number 40 of Caden Dudney. Going to take the checkered flag, I believe, and the win. And
he's going to be headed down to see Wes Kane here real soon on the podium.
What an impressive ride right there for the number 40, Caden Dudney.
Yep, a 13th in the qualifier to an impressive and, just a very impressive win in the 250A class. Making a statement win kind of almost in a way as well. Landon Gordon in second. Avery Long will finish third. He'll take the bronze. He'll be heading down to talk to Wes Kane as well. Landon Gibson will take fourth. Luke Fowler in fifth. And Gabe Andrigo sixth. Then we're looking at Getz, Aruda, Tiburcio, and Malinowski to round out the top 10. That takes us next to the mini senior class as things get sorted out and headed down to the podium. Colt Martin coming up in this mini senior 13 to 15 class. The mini senior 2 class is going to be one to keep an eye on, actually winning the qualifier. This was a one-race qualifier for these riders, so basically they qualified the way that they would get their gate picks, and guess what? Picking up where he left off, Colt Martin, that 47 machine, opens up with the lead. Taking second in that qualifying round, the 72 of Chase Moynihan. Chase Dashiell, the 196 from Fairfax Station, Virginia, he took a third-place position in qualifying. Gage Dunham was a fourth-place finisher, so he could be a key player in this one today as well. And we see another, that's from a fifth-place position finisher. We'll get him in just a moment, but right now we're getting things sorted out on the racetrack, Dean.
Yeah, watch them make their way through. I've seen Cash Anderson with a good start out there early in this one as well. I believe he's in second as they pass by the tower on the number 51 machine.
Tace Morgan was your fifth-place finisher in the qualifying rounds. Just an FYI as we are nearing the completion of lap 1 now here. In the mini senior 2, 13 to 15. This is race 28. Colt Martin out front. Brody Moss, the 710 machine, whom we've seen put down some great laps so far in the 2024 season. Brody Moss in second. Chase Moynihan is your third-place ride. Cash Anderson in fourth. Gage Dunham in fifth. Carson Bullenden in sixth. It's Lon Andre Evedo Marquine in the seventh-place position. Reed Cohn is eighth. Federico Romo in ninth-place position. And Cash Landry rounds out the top 10. Looking back a little further there, I see Tace Morgan, who was one of our top 5 finishers in the qualifiers, back in the number 13 spot. Chase Dashiell in 21st place, the 196, another rider that we saw have a fairly decent qualifying round, finishing third, and he's struggling back there in 21st right now. Obviously, a tough start for him.
Definitely a tough start for him. I'll tell you what, man, Colt Martin, not a tough start for him. He got out front early on this one and trying to check out, but Brody Moss, man, I'll tell you what, Brody Moss has been turning a lot of heads this week and continue to do the same right there in the second-place position, and he's actually about 7/10 faster than our leader right now, so that one's going to tighten up here as the gap right now is 1.2. So watch them now as they make their way through the tower area. It is, again, Martin, Moss, and our third-place rider is Moynihan.
Well, it's almost as though Moss is building up momentum. You know, when he this particular qualifying round, I think he took like an 8th or a 9th place position. Actually, he took 6th place. He did a little better than what I thought. But the one thing that I wanted to point out is you're right. This kid has really opened some eyes this week, and maybe he didn't show it so much in the Mini Senior 2 qualifier, but the other qualifiers we've seen him out there in, man, he has been a force to be reckoned with, and he's proving it once again. He's putting the pressure on Martin, who seems, you would almost seem to think would be in total control right now, but that's not the case, and that's the beauty of this event.
Yeah, I was checking it out and watching him go through the rolls. It's almost like he's mossing him up out there. He's mossing up Martin in that second-place position, trying to make some moves. And speaking of moves, we're watching on screen with Moynihan and Dunham now in a battle. It's an intense battle as they're making their way through the mechanics area right now. Pick them up, Rodney.
As they make their way down the front stretch now here by the announcer's tower, still Colt Martin. But looking back behind, we see a battle starting to wage now between Moynihan and Dunham. Dunham is really starting to pick that pace up as well as he's around Anderson now. Anderson back in 5th, Bullen in 6th, and Marquine back in the number 7 spot with Cohn in 8th, Morgan, and looks like Romo rounding out 9 and 10. But, again, keeping an eye on that 3rd and 4th place position between Moynihan and Dunham. If you take a look at the lap times, only about 0.3 of a second faster, but the gap is 0.5. So he's right there. Maybe he's being held up. Maybe he's trying to look for that hole in the needle, the eye of the needle to thread out there someplace. And once he gets that taken care of, we may see a pass change and take place. Let's head on down to the podium right now and congratulate our 250A top 3.
All right, I got Avery Long finishing 3rd. Congratulations out there. I know you wanted to win really bad. Who do you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brothers back home supporting me. Danny for everything he's done for me. I can't thank him enough. Donnie, Jake, Monster Mike, Bell, Alpine Stars, 100%, Moose Racing, Carl, Parts Unlimited, Dunlop. Just everybody in my corner, MTF. We've been working hard the past few weeks getting ready for to come here. So, yeah, ready finally pull a whole shot and go in the next one. I want to win bad, and I'm not happy with 3rd, so it just makes me hungrier for the next meadows.
All right, congratulations out there, Avery Long. We'll see you in the next one. Landon Gordon finishing 2nd, silver medalist. Congratulations. All right, Landon Gordon, great job out there. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord, keep me safe, my whole family, Team Green Kawasaki, Pro Circuit, Alpine Star, Dunlop, Renthal, Monster Army, everybody else, my trainer, Will Hahn. We've been working hard, and I'm just going to go back, learn from a few spots I can, and, come out swinging in the last one.
Congratulations out there. Great job. And now the champ. Come on up here, 250A champ. Also, our guest last night on Racer TV After Show. Give it up, Caden Dundee. Congratulations out there. Another championship. Felt pretty good last night in our conversation. You come out here and executed. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Star Racing, Yamaha, Monster, Thor, Alpine Stars, everybody that supports me, thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Congratulations, guys. Caden Dundee, your 258 champ. To the folks at Racer TV, we're taking it back to the tower.
All righty. Thanks a lot, Wes Kane, Colt Martin, Brody Moss, and Chase Mollahan. 1, 2, and 3 still. Gage Dunham not able to bridge that gap. Was right around 0.3 second, 0.3 of a second gap. It's opened up now to about 1.7. Tried as he could. Couldn't.
It looked like Dunham actually might have slipped up that lap.
Yeah, he
She dropped
did.
back to fifth, and
I was getting ready
Anderson
to
up
say,
to fourth.
Yeah, I was just now noticing that. I was looking at times and then noticed that, wait a minute, Dunham's falling back, actually. So, yeah, back to the number 5 spot. Well, sometimes, and that's what I was saying, he's looking for that eye of the needle. He's trying to thread the needle out there, and sometimes trying to thread the needle will come back to bite you.
Yeah, I'm watching them on Racer TV right now, Rodney, and I'll tell you what, these gaps, it seems like they're tightening up. They're just definitely not very big. Any of these guys make any little mistake out there on the racetrack, I'll tell you what, second and third are there to capitalize.
Absolutely. And right now, Moynihan, looking at laps here, 103. Well, wow, it looks like Brody Moss just picked it up a little bit. He just turned to 103.
Wow.
The gap now between he and first is 1.5 seconds, but as equally important right now, coming with him is Chase Moynihan, but checkers are out on this one, so it doesn't much matter. I mean, another lap, that might might have got real interesting.
What a good race that was, though,
yeah, it
was Colt Martin, Brody Moss, Chase Moynihan round of the top 3. Going to see Wes Kane on the podium. Cash Anderson doing a great job there on the number 51 in the 4th. Gage Dunham, Ian Andre Acevedo Marquin, your buddy out there. 7th is going to be Carson Bolin. 8th, Tace Morgan. Like we said, he was outside the top 10, so for him to come through with an 8th place finish was impressive. Jake Willis in 9th, and rounding your top 10, going to be Cash Landry in that top 10 rundown, all courtesy of Dunlop. If you're slipping, get to gripping. Go on over to Dunlop MX Tires. Get yourself set up with a set of Dunlops and see what the recommended tire pressure is today. And make sure you guys are checking your tire pressure, because I'll tell you what, I've woke up many times here at Mini O's, and my tires have lost 3 to 5 pounds of air. So make sure you get those things filled up.
That's funny how you're right, and it absolutely happens. But, that's not a necessarily official tagline, but if you're slipping, get gripping, I think
then we should go ahead.
I think they should just go ahead and coin that phrase. Hey, I got a few people to be watching for coming up in this 250B class that we got ready to roll out next, and several names maybe not even popping up there. Just to give you one, Max Shane finished 13th, so give you an idea. Seth Dennis also took a 6th, but some of the qualifier top finishers included riders like the 150, Foster, Rhode Island's Yamaha pilot Chase Lawton on the Bills Pipes back machine. Also the 177 of Hideaway, Texas's Yamaha Blue Crew rider Kate Johnson took a 2nd in qualifiers. Canyon Richards out of Estelle Manor, New Jersey on the Foley Cat Monster-backed machine took 2nd on his KTM. It was Landon Hartz out of Wilsonville, Alabama, taking a win in his division race on the EBR Performance-backed Yamaha. And we have Brennan Harrison, the 49 from Jacksonville, Florida, on a gas back machine. He took a 3rd. We'll resume with our 250B class coming up here in just a few moments with more live coverage from the 53rd Annual Thor Mini O's presented by Pro Circuit right here on RacerTV.com.
Honda CRF 450R Works Edition. Better stability, better performance. Built to win.
All right, we're going to sit down to Wes Kane on the podium. He's got our winner.
All right, finishing third, Chase Monahan. Congratulations out there. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, dad, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, scrubbing dirt, cover these.
All right, thank you. Come on up here. Brody Moss, where you at? Come on up here, bud. Out there on your second place. Great job out there. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Zine Graphics, Gas, AEL, Liat, Maxima, FMF, Dunlop, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Congratulations out there, Brody Moss. Great job out there. All right, Super Mini 2, 12 to 13 champ. Come on up here. Colt Martin says ice cream for everybody. There you go. Hold that up. Check it out. Congratulations out there, Colt. Who do you want to thank?
First, I want to thank Tomax, Ross, and Hayden from me before this race. It's probably Jim right now, so hey to y'all. Thank y'all. Really appreciate y'all. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my TT shorts that brought off in the cone all day for me to do this. I want to say hey to my mom, Jim, my papa. I love y'all. Thank you for watching me. I want to thank 60, Oakley, Dev, to FXR, Up on Star, Aaron from Oakley, Christian from Up on Star, Brad from FXR, Jason from EVS. I want to thank EVS, Mika Metals, Monster Mike, Monster Army, TRS Throttles, Factory Connection, Bellray, Roost, FMF, Hydro Power, Guts, and I probably forgot someone. I'm not really sure. A lot going on right now, but I really appreciate y'all so much, so thank you.
All right, congratulations out there, Colt Martin. Full send right there. Take it away, boys, up in the booth.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane. And, of course, just an FYI, giving just a few moments here for the fog to burn off. We actually ended up having to stop. The fog started getting a little bit thicker, so for safety purposes, we went ahead and paused. Just want to let folks know what's going on and giving us a chance to burn off more, because when we started it was fine and then it got a little foggier, so they made the right move. And give us just a few moments. We'll be back to racing here with our 250C and so forth in just a few moments, as we got more from the 53rd annual Thor Mini O's presented by Pro Circuit.
would you like to go to a school where we take into consideration how students learn best? Well, we do that because we find if we can build the curriculum around the things you are interested in, you're going to do a better job. The mission at On Track School is that educational success is possible while chasing your dreams. Not only will our staff help students to achieve success, they will cheer you on to the finish line. We encourage you to check out On Track School at ontrackschool.com, where we can help you chase your dreams and still get a quality education.
OnTrackSchool.com. Check it out.
UnitedMotorsports.com. Shop parts, gear, accessories, and more, so you can go farther and ride faster. From showroom to your doorstep, choose UnitedMotorsports.com.
Back live.
Welcome back to Gatorback Cycle Park here in beautiful Newberry, Florida. 53rd Annual Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit as we continuation with everything. And this is the 250B class, and I might have said 250C there a moment ago, but it is also Race Tech Moto. I want to say thanks to our friends at Race Tech as always bringing great things. Race Tech is known as a longtime leader in suspension business, but did you know that many factory teams and some of the most respected engine builders in the industry trust Race Tech for their engine machining services? Follow the Race Tech power plan to get a world-class engine that will create reliable, lasting horsepower and won't break the bank. Skip the wizardly claims, smoke, and mirrors, and stick to the facts. Race Tech is the science of horsepower. And the horsepower to the ground right now as we roll through the VP Hole Shots Award, making our horsepower out there. And we've got the 27 machine snagging that early lead out there. And, of course, as we check down the list, we know that once again being Vincent Way getting off to another spectacular start here.
Yeah, Vincent Way put the power to the ground out there and getting that whole shot. That's what you want right here in the opening lap of this B class. We're watching for our second place rider, though, that KTM mounted machine. He's charging hard through the center of the racetrack. Watch him now as they get over that big triple in. Some of the riders going triple, double, triple for our second place rider. Looks like it's maybe the number 93 is Seth Dennis there.
Well, looking at the qualifying results, actually, Way, I believe, took a sixth-place finish in qualifying out there. So, again, not a true indication when the gate drops in Maine as to what we're going to see out here. A couple of riders that we should be seeing up front, Christian Merman on the number 19, also Brennan Harris in the 49, a player, Chase Lawton, the 150, actually took a division race win in his qualifier, and also Landon Hartz, the 492 from Wilsonville, Alabama, took a division race win. And as we check with things out there right now, what are we seeing now, Dean Diaz, as far as the way the breakout is starting to break down?
Yeah, right now we're seeing the number 27, Vincent Way, doing what he does, get out front and make it happen. It was Seth Dennis in the number 2 position on the number 93. The 492, Landon Hartz putting some push in there. He rounds up the top 3. Gavin Betts, Chase Lawton in 5th. Brody Barth, Brendan Harrison, Deegan Bloomfield, Jaden Palmer, Eli Gross, and that's how they run top 10 early in this one.
Well, there you go. And, again, you look down through there, you see names like Vitor Boba back there, Borba, and Aiden Zing all the way back in the 19th place position. Canyon Richards back in 25th. These are names that you could expect to see easily in the top 10 or maybe even more. But, again, that's the talent pool here at the 250B class. Vincent Way continues to lead this after 2 laps complete now. Way enjoying about a 2.6 second lead now over Landon Hart. Seth Dennis back in the number 3 spot. Gavin Betts and Chase Lawton rounding out the top 5.
I mean, I hate to be a screen watch, but Racer TV covering this live coverage so good. We're watching Seth Dennis now trying to fight off Gavin Betts. We've seen Landon Hart's making a move. I believe Hart's now in second, trying to chase down Vincent Way. In third, there he is, Seth Dennis. And then behind Dennis is Gavin Betts, Chase Lawton in the picture as well. You got to watch these guys and see if they get over. There's one that gets over that big jump there in the back. That's a huge difference. I mean, we talked about 1.2, but not even a 2-second difference between those two.
Wow. Nose to tail. Good battling going on here this morning at Gatorback. Temperatures in the, what are we looking at, 40s this morning, I think?
Yeah, we started in the 40s. We're raising up quickly.
Yep, 48 right now here at our location. So chilly morning, but not as chilly as it has been in some mornings. And supposed to get later this week. But I noticed the reason I bring that up, I see a lot of riders wearing jackets out there this morning as well. We got 3 laps now complete with Way, Hartz, Dennis, Betts, Lawton, Harrison in 6th. Brody Barth now in 7th. Jace Wolf in 8th. Eli Gross in 9th. And Wyatt Bass now has broke into the top 10.
I was just watching. I see 492 of Landon Hartz take a big look behind him. I'm not sure what he was looking back for. I'm not sure if he was trying to see who was behind him in third place position or to see how big of a gap he's got. But that's something you don't really want to do when you're racing. You always want to race ahead. But Hartz is feeling it now because the number 93 of Seth Dennis has picked the pace back up. Watching now as they make their way through the finish line area. It is Vincent Way, Landon Hartz, Seth Dennis, Gavin Betts, and Chase Lawton. And they're all right there within a second of each other, Rodney.
Wow. Very tight racing here in this Race Tech Moto. And race 29. We got a bunch of them to go through Crown and Champions. I think total 45 races today.
Oh, yellow flag. I'm not sure if that was towards the front of the pack or not, but our rider's doing a great job of paying attention out there. Looking at the Racer TV. It is Vincent Way, Rodney. Vincent Way has thrown away his lead right now, and he's trying to get back going again in this one. Tough break for the number 27 of Vincent Way.
Well, I'll tell you, Way was about to be under some fire and pressure as Landon Hartz had really picked up the pace. He'd gone sub 101. He was at a 1 minute .8, which was about a half or so second faster than what Nick Way was turning, but I don't know what caused that incident there. But, yes, a big change in the face of this race at the end of lap 5. We'll start assessing it.
Guess what we got now, Rodney? We got a new leader.
Yes, we do.
492, Landon Hart's going to come across the line. Your new leader. Again, tough break for Vincent Way. He's going to pull off the side of the racetrack. Not sure he had a shoulder issue or what was going on right there. But, man, tough break for that young man that was having such a good presence here in this 250B class. Right now we got our eyes on the leader, Landon Hartz, on the number 492 Yamaha. Seth Dennis, he's going to inherit second now as he makes his way behind Hartz. Hartz got a little bit of gap over Dennis, so a little comfort there for our leader of Landon Hartz. Gavin Betts, he rounds out the top 3, still on the number 72 Yamaha.
Now picking our leaders up, man, it's amazing how quickly that fog burned off here. It's amazing how we could see this morning, and then it rolled in, and then as quickly as it rolled in, it burned right back off there this morning. But Hartz, Dennis, Betts, Lawton, Harrison, and Brody Barth now in 6th. Wolf, Gross, Borba up to 9th, and Wyatt Bass. We've seen, look at that, Max Shane now up to 11th place position. So riders are trying to claw their way through the pack, and there's a major fight going on right now for these riders to be able to do so.
I was like, fight where?
And wondering, I haven't seen, I don't think Vincent Way, is he still circling the track or did he leave the track?
I think he exited the racetrack, man.
Yeah, he exited in at least 35th place position out there. So tough heartbreaker there for Vinny Way for sure.
I'm watching now. The number 72 of Gavin Betts is hungry. He wants to get up in the second, but Seth Dennis, everything that Betts throws at him, you better bet on it that Dennis answers. And Betts now feeling a little pressure by Chase Lawton. Chase Lawton, the number 150 machine. He wants a shot at this podium. Because that's exactly what's at stake here, is these guys getting up on the podium and get an opportunity to get up there and thank their sponsors.
Oh, there's a lot of accolades as far as being able to be on that podium. The feeling itself, standing up amongst your peers in the high step, be able to say thanks to those that helped to get there, and if nothing else, just to tell the story of what made it happen. It's a great feeling for sure for these riders.
Oh, yeah, it's all about the memories here this Thanksgiving week with all your friends and family. I'll tell you who's making memories right now. It is the 492 of Landon Hartz. He's going to try to take this thing all the way down to the checker flag. But I will tell you one thing. The number 93 has said Dennis, Gavin Betts, Chase Lawton have something to say about it. And Brendan Harrison making some moves. He's trying to join this party. He wants in on it. Through the sweeper they go and into the center of the racetrack. It is Hartz, Dennis. Then that's where we see a battle with Betts. Betts trying to fight off Chase Lawton, but the number 150 machine, he is a hard charger. Look at him now as they go through the rollers. He is going to get right on the rear wheel of Gavin Betts, and you better bet on it. We're going to see a battle shape up here really quickly in this one, Rodney. Here they come now, making their way around the finish line area over this wall jump. Lawton to the inside. Can he make a move? He's got the drive. He has the inside. It looks like he may have control of the third-place position.
We'll see. Yep, you're right. He had that inside line, able to thread that needle and make it happen.
Inside is control, as they say. He controls that third-place position now and gets it away from Gavin Betts. Betts now on the outside looking in off the podium. There he goes to the inside, though. He's going to slice up with Lawton, but Lawton able to come back at him. Here he goes to the inside before this big triple. They're both going to get, not even hit the double out of that inside corner. That's going to allow Brendan Harrison. Harrison now, he's right there with them. Check him out as they make their way to the center of the racetrack. There is our leader, Landon Hartz. Seth Dennis sitting comfortable in second now, but the battle for third remains. It is Chase Lawton, Landon Hartz, and here comes number 49, Brendan Harrison.
Wow, it's amazing how a battle will attract more elements to it as it has. And I think Harrison might be putting some pressure on Betts now, which is allowing Lawton maybe to stretch things out. White flag out on this one now as we check in again. It's Hartz, Dennis, Lawton, Gavin Betts, and Brendan Harrison. And Harrison is all over the rear fender. A 102 last time around as compared to Betts is 104. I don't know if that necessarily is a huge indication of what to expect over the course of the next couple laps or not, but here we go. And we're working on it right now. Watching, waiting to see what the final what the final outcome is. Sorry, man, I had to shut you down.
It's all good. I was just talking to Megawatt. He said he's over there to get some Raptor pegs, and they sold out of them, so he had to do ship to the house.
No kid.
He's super excited about those Raptor pegs, as everybody should be.
Absolutely.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but you know who's excited right now?
Well, Landon Hartz. Landon's very excited, but I got to say, I'm pretty impressed. You know who's impressed right now? Me, Peter Borba, number 280, seventh place position now as he is clawing his way up through. And right now, Hartz is, as pointed out, very happy with the way things worked out as a checker flag flies on this one. Dennis will take second. Lawton will take third. Gavin Betts in fourth. Brendan Harrison in fifth. Peter Borba in sixth place position. He gains another spot there. Brody Barth in seventh. Chase Wolf in eighth. Ninth place Max Shane. And rounding out the top 10, Kate Johnson. A lot of great changes in that one. And Landon Hartz going to take some gold home as he'll be headed down along with Seth and Chase to talk with Wes Kane in just a few moments. Right now, though, we move on next to the 250C class, a novice class, but again, we're at the end of the year here, so expect to see some great speeds out of these riders.
Looks like the 559, Rodney, with this early lead in this one. That's
Stoney.
Stoney Hudman out of Marco, Texas, looking to make a stand here in Florida. He is leading the way right now in this 250C class. Again, this 250C class, race number 30. Race number 30 on track. Race number 31, you need to be on the starting line.
That'd be the 51 4-8 limited. By the way, again, we see these riders, they might not have finished strong in their qualifying rounds, but we're seeing them actually step it up, get the breaks they need off the start. The 559 of Stoney Hudman out of Merkel, Texas, on the Canvas Merge and Max and Twin Airback ride, actually finished ninth in his qualifying round. We'll see how he bodes through the main event in the 250C after the early lead, though.
Tough break for the riders. Jack Shea, number 28. He's going to go down before those rollers over there. So, man, tough break for that young man. He was riding a solid ride, well inside the top 10. But Go ahead, Rodney.
I was just going to say, Hudman out front, and you've got close quarters there in that Yamaha pilot back in second. About a second or so back is Michael Thompson. Blake Mara, the number 17 machine, running in third. Isaac Henderson, the 345 in fourth. 115, Alexander Anderson will round out your top five. Then we got some other players, it looks like, just outside the top five right now, Dino. Jacob.
Yeah, we're watching right now outside McPherson, Green, Moss, Lamb, and Garrison. We got to watch out for Moss because he was definitely a player yesterday in those heat races.
Looks like we got a challenge now and a lead change there as Michael Thompson able to make that pass, thread that needle on Stoney Hudman, man. I mean, he was right there, and then all of a sudden he was by there. So he saw the window of opportunity open. He took advantage. New leader at the end of lap number 2. Michael Thompson takes over the lead. Stoney Hudman now in second. Blake Meyer in third. Henderson, Anderson, McPherson still rounding out the top five. No change back in sixth is Cameron Green. Then it's Maz, Lamb, Garrison. Rounding out your top 10, that's the 23 of Jeremiah Garrison. Scoritino in the 11th. Looks like Nick Prida is 12th. Ryan Sampson 13th. Charlie Brown in 14th. And Adrian Hogg rounds out the top 15.
Yeah, I'm watching him on screen right now. Rodney, that man in first is not looking back. The number 119 of Michael Thompson doing a great job in front of Stoney Hudman. But Blake Mara, he's riding a solid third place right now, but he better get going because Isaac Henderson and Alex Anderson are charging him down. That's a few Florida boys out there, so they're familiar with this Florida soil out here at Gatorback this week.
Absolutely. Thompson from out of Wesley Chapel on the Thompson Home Services backed Yamaha. He also backed by Triangle Cycles, RG3 suspension, and 110 Racing. Took a second place position in the qualifying round of racing, but man, he really laid down a couple of really good laps off the gate. A decent start, was able to make the pass, gets around the Stoney Hudman just before the conclusion of that second lap and has not looked back. If you look at Thompson's lap times right now, he's turning a 103.027, so basically a 103 flat. He's nearly 2 seconds faster than the next fastest guy on the track, which is Hudman right now at a 104.9. And also back there in fifth place, Alexander Anderson in a 104.9. So just goes to show you, wow, Michael Thompson finding his flow. And when you do, it's better to do it in the main event. And man, he is doing it for the eyes of the world today here from Gatorback Cycle Park.
I'm watching it on screen now. It looks like Isaac Henderson has got around Blake Mara. So Blake Mara now trying to come back at him, but Mara has company, and that in the form of Alex Anderson out there on the racetrack. We got our eyes on Henderson here on the 345. He's going to come across the line. Like I said, he's going to be in that third place position right now, putting Blake Mara back to fourth. Round of the top five is Alex Anderson. Could we see some more passes before this race is over?
I'd say that we probably are in store for that, as tightly knit as these riders are as they traverse these laps. It's making for very challenging racing for every rider out there.
Oh, Anderson to the inside of Mara. So Anderson now going to take over that fourth place position and try to reel in the number 345 of Isaac Henderson. Can he do it?
There's the challenging we were talking about. Anderson on rails the last couple of laps in that 106 range, so he's able to make up a lot of time and make the pass.
Check. 1, 2,
3, 4.
Podium down there getting some new batteries.
I think so. Sounds like a new mic. Sounds good, Wes Kane.
All right, thank you, guys. Down on the podium, I got Chance Lawton. Great job out there. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Josh, the whole EBR Altus Yamaha team, Donnie Luce, Dunlop, One Industries, Heatwave, SKDA, Tamer, ODI, Get, EVS, Alpine Star, Bill's Pipes, MX Tire, Jeff Cernick, ASV, and everybody else who supports me. Thank you so much.
Congratulations out there. Great job out there. Seth Dennis finishing second. Congratulations out there. Come on up, Seth Dennis. Congratulations, Seth Dennis finishing second with the silver. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, Kyle Cheeseman, RJ Huss, Future MX, Elite MX, Dunlop, KTM, Scott, Fox, Twisted, Power Band, Thrill Seekers, and everybody else. Just thank you.
Congratulations, Seth Dennis. Good job. 250B champ, Landon Hartz. Congratulations. Come on up here, bud. Landon Hartz, another Supercross championship. Take your championship bottle. There he is, Landon Hartz. Pretty good, knocking a couple down. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, the Lord Jesus Christ, the whole EBR Performance Altus Motorsports team. Josh and Jordan over there got me hooked up with motor and suspension. Bike was dialed. Wasn't able to go 5 for 5 with them and get these titles. Dunlop, Bill's Pipes, One Industries, Arai, Heatwave, Alpine Star, ODI, just everybody. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Job well done. Take it away, boys, up in the booth.
All righty. Thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we continue our progress out here. It is still Michael Thompson leading after 6 laps complete. Stody Hudman in second. Isaac Henderson in the number 3 spot. Alexander Anderson fourth. Blake Mara is your 5th place ride. And looks like Thompson checking in for checker flag now. So checkers are out. So Thompson, Hudman, Henderson, Anderson, Blake Mara, Cameron Green in 6th. Jacob McPherson in 7th. Jeremiah Garrison in 8th. Tyler Moz in 9th. And looks like Brock Lamb rounding out the top 10 there of the 250C class. Coming up next will be the 51cc. This will be the 4 to 8 limited class coming up. And it looks like Thompson, Stoney Hudman, and Isaac Thompson. Michael Thompson, Stoney Hudman, and actually that's Isaac Henderson. I'm sorry, I completely misread that. Isaac Henderson in the number 3 spot. They'll be heading over to see Wes Kane in a few moments. Right now, though, the 51 4 to 8 limited off and rolling. Levi Meyer going to be a threat to watch in this one as he took a division race win. Also the 72 of Jet Raw took a division race win. Mickey Fluhart, the 114, going to be a player along with Deegan Mullen. Both those riders, the number 96, taking a second-place position. Mason Wheeler taking a third along with Indigo Spina Culp out of Utica, New York. And also, I believe we may have had Shannon Tarno also taking a third from Thrall, Texas on the 710 machine. So there's just a handful of riders that we could see up front. But as we've seen so far in the racing action, not only through the first 30, but especially here early this morning, what you think and what you see from the LCQs may not necessarily be what you get whenever it comes to main event time. And as this one wraps up lap number 1, our leaders in the 51 4 to 8 class checking in is Colton Tubbs. Tubbs out in New York. He's got about a 1.5 second lead on the number 45 machine, and Colton Tubbs taking a second-place position, finishing his qualifier, back by 110 Racing and Tubbs Garage. He's also got Huxley Nolan running back at the number 2 spot, Deegan Mullen, the 96 machine, in 3rd, Mason Wheeler in 4th. Shannon Tarno rounds out the top 5. Daxton Dinkfeld is 6th. Boone Lloyd in the 7th-place position. Nathan Tucker is 8th. Jet Raw in 9th, and Cruz Shaq Schneider, I believe, is what they're telling me, and Shaq Schneider is rounding out the top 10. Glad to be able to get that one right for you folks. And as we continue here with race 31, watching and waiting to see what kind of, if any, jockeying or changing positions we've got. Yep, we got one. It looks like our 5th place ride is that possibly Shannon Tarno trying to make some gains and some ground up out there. Colton Tubbs running first. We see that, Deegan Mullen made the pass on Huxley Nolan. Shannon Tarno also making the pass up in the 4th place. Mason Wheeler now in 5th. Daxton Dinkfeld in 6th. Boone Lloyd up now to 7th. Jet Raw in 8th. Nathan Tucker in 9th. And Cruz Shaq Snyder in the number 10 spot. A couple little fellas down on the tabletop just here in front of the announcer's tower. I believe they are going to be okay as they're off to the side of the track, but got one bike laying on his side full throttle right now. track crew getting out to take care of that. And we have Tubbs still out front. So Tubbs, Mullen, Nolan, Tarno, and Wheeler still going at it out here, and I don't know that Mullen may be finished just yet as he's trying to reel in Tubb right now, but it's kind of tough. The gap about 3.2 seconds. He's got 2 seconds now over Huxley Nolan. Here's the riders on the move. Shannon Tarno, what happened to him back there? He's just dropping through the pack. He might have been one of these riders that went down here, the 710, and I believe he is. He and the 404 machine of Daxton Dinkfeld. So both of those guys, those were a couple of solid top 10. I didn't even see the numbers on these bikes. I just saw the little guys off to the side of the track. So that changes the face of that top 10 out there, Dean, and tough break there for those young warriors for sure, Tarno and Dinkfeld. And it sounds like Wes Kane is down on the podium, about set to go. So let's head on down to crown a few more champions.
Oh, yeah, 250C right here finishing third. He got the bronze. Say by your name, and who do you want to thank?
Isaac Anderson. I'd like to thank my parents, Callis, Evo, TLR, Club 57, Drake, Brad, and Troll Training, Big Dave for helping me out with all my bikes and stuff. And I think that's it. Thanks to anybody else I forgot.
All right, congratulations, Isaac. Great job. Finishing second, he got the silver. Come on over here. Come on. You can come over here. They're always a little scared up here, our guys like that. Who do you want to thank, and what's your name?
My name's Stoney Hudman. Thank my dad, my grandpa, my mom, everybody over here supporting me. Hudman Plumbing, Adventure Moto, Scott, filming me, Twin Air Scott, Hudman Plumbing, RPM Racing, Alpha Moto. Everybody thanks.
Congratulations out there. High five, bud. You're the man. We'll see you next time. All right, Hudson, 250C champ. Here's your bottle right there. Get behind your bike. Michael Thompson, congratulations, 250C champ. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, God keep me safe. Rusty from Triangle Cycles, Tyler from TMA, STF, 110 Racing, RG3, 100%, Dunlop, ODI, and everyone else. Thank you.
All right, Michael Thompson, congratulations, 250C champ. Take it away up there in the booth, boys.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we continue the Battle Royale up here in the micro 4 to 8-year-old class. It actually winding down as Colton Tubbs takes the checkers in this one and the win. That'll settle up in second for Deegan Mullen, and Huxley Nolan taking the third-place position. Still on the move at the back at the last part of the race. Boone Lloyd in the last couple laps moving up from 7th into a 4th-place position. On the 412 machine, Jed Raw, number 72, in 5th. Mason Wheeler in 6th. 7th with the Nathan Tucker Crooks Sex Snyder will be your 8th place, then Gunnar Lusk and Dakota Lee rounding out the top 10. But your top 3 heading down to see Wes Kane, Colton Tubbs, Deegan Mullen, and Huxley Nolan here for the 51 4 to 8 class. Race number 31 here at the 53rd Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit. Race 32 coming up next. Megawatt Matt Watson and Mikey Waynes also making their way into the tower this morning, and Masters 55-plus class making their way onto the racetrack. Good morning, boys. Glad to have you guys out. And they said they were out here watching since bright and early this morning. And many of us have been welcoming everyone along on RacerTV.com. Masters 55-plus class getting set to roll. John Gruey taking the win in this one. Second place, I believe, in this one would have gone to Barry Karsten. So third place then to Galen Dixon, little baby Galen, as Mr. Wes Kane likes to point it out. And fourth place, Adrian Robert, the number 60 from San Jose. And rounding out the top 5, the Pearl himself, Earl May. John Gruey grabbing the early lead. That 60 machine of Adrian Robert. on the Passion MX KTM FXR Motor X and X backed ride, opening up in the number 2 spot out here as we check back to a familiar machine. I believe that would be the 31 of Barry Karsten from Bayfield, New Jersey on the RM Army backed ride, the general of the RM Army, I guess you could say.
That's an understatement, Rodney.
Yeah, I think he's the
He got more shares than anybody.
He's the commander-in-chief of the RM Army. He's running back in the number 3 spot. Ooh, got a battle going on right now for that 4th place position. Not sure if that was Galen Dixon maybe in that battle. As Wes Kane likes to put little baby Galen. Little tiny Tunky baby Galen. Yeah, it's not happening. I'll go take care of that in just a minute, yeah. No, nobody knows yet. I haven't had a chance. So, blind, Mikey Waynes. Gruey out front. And again, that 60 machine of Adrian Robert still very close in the hunt. Barry Karsten right there as well. And that is Galen Dixon back in that number 5 position. And still not able to make the pass, I guess you could say, on that 4th place machine.
Yeah, Gruey out front. Robert in the 2 spot.
Voice, Mikey. Wow, where'd that come from?
Sorry about that.
No, I mean, that's some deepness right there.
Good morning. I've been working on my Rodney Tomlin, man. So, yeah, Gruey out front. Robert in the 2 spot. Barry Karsten in 3rd. Reamer 4th, and Dixon rounding out that top 5. Earl the Pearl May back in the number 6 spot. Antion in 7th, Alfred 8th, Nagy 9th, and Bank rounding out that top 10. Oh, Rodney pulled it up on the phone. Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going off the ticker on Racer TV.
Hey, real quick shout out to my buddy back there in 11th place. That's Grandpa Rick Custard, man. He's been a grandpa since he was like 35 years old, I think. But anyway, good guy, man. I've known this guy. He raced a series up in Ohio when I first started announcing back in the early 90s called the Ohio County Fairs Motocross Championship. Yeah. yeah. And of course, his entire family. I mean, there were probably like 12 people that came to every single race, and 8 of them raced.
That's cool. That's expensive as well.
It's expensive, but I tell you what, his entire family dedicated to that, and cousins and everybody, grandkids, kids, you name it. They were all out there making it happen, and love seeing Grandpa Custard. I seen him. I yelled, "Hey, Grandpa!" He didn't hear me in the pits there yesterday. But anyway, John Gruey checking in with another lap complete there. It looks like that is now for 3 laps complete with Robert and Karsten running in the number 2 and 3 spots now.
Yeah, Gruey out there doing a solid job, doing his John Gruey thing. Hey, you know what? John's been challenged this week, though.
He has.
He has certainly been challenged. It sounds like Wes Kane ready down on the podium. Take it away, Wes.
All right, I got my little man coming in, little Hudson. Come on. What's your name?
Huxley Nolan.
Who do you want to thank?
Clipsal, KDM, EVS, Oakley, VP, CRC. That's it.
Congratulations out there. Grab that right there. Grab one of those. Hold that medal up. Let them see it. All right. 2nd place, Deegan Mullen. Come on up. Silver medal. Deegan Mullen. Hold that up. Hold that silver medal up right there to show Harold Martin from what's happening over here. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Callahan, VP, Scott, Maiden.
All right. Great job, Deegan Mullen. And the champ, 51cc 4-8 limited. My man right here. Congratulations. Hold that up. Yeah. Tell everybody on Racer TV what's your name.
Colton Tubbs.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Grandpa, Ryan Blizzard, FXR 60, Cobra, and Mitten.
Hold that up one more time. Hold that medal up. Let them see it. All you guys, get in there. Get in tight. Get the shot. All right, take it away up there. We're down here tighter than a trailer ball. Towing a trailer down I-75. Take it away.
That is obscure, Wes, but I like it. He fired first. He down there talking about trailer balls or trailer hitches. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's insane Wes Kane. I love it, baby. I love it. Gruey out in front. 5 laps completed. The white flag's out for the moment. The Bear, Barry Carson, in that number 2 spot. Robert in 3rd, Reimer 4th, and Dixon rounding out the top 5. This one just about in the books here for your Masters 55-plus class. And coming up next, following our Masters 55-plus, will be our Vet 30-plus. We'll knock a few years off the ages and get back to it. There's John Gruey on RacerTV.com out in front, the number 70. Hard to miss. Made a comment. Actually, it was Dean made the comment yesterday. 55-plus class, Rodney. You could almost put all these guys on the exact same bike, exact same gear, same number plates, everything, and we would be able to pick them out.
I think so.
At this point.
I really think so. We've watched him race for so long. I mean, John's got such a distinct riding style. Barry Carson's got such a distinct riding style. You can't miss it for sure, and all these guys do, like you said. Looks like checkers are out on this one, Mikey Waynes.
Yes, sir. John Gruey hanging on for the checkered flag. He is on his way to chat with Wes Kane. And coming up next, we've got our Vet 30-plus.
Should be a good one. Mike Brown going to be in this one. Took the division race, the qualifying win. Adam Chatfield, actually, if memory serves me correct, maybe put a little pressure on Mike Brown there on the 407. And, of course, he's riding on the Honda. Third place went to Steve Roman, another ride. He didn't get off to a great start, but, boy, did he attack the pack and move up through the pack like that. And what an amazing ride he put forth. That was your top 3 yesterday. Mike Alessi took a 4th-place position finish on the 800. We'll see what happens here off the start. We know Alessi traditionally a pretty good starter.
Got shuffled back to that 3 spot.
Stevie Roman out front out of Expert, Pennsylvania on the Hillville Motorsports backed ride. And, man, he don't have to fight to get to the top. Now he's going to have to fight to stay out front. And anybody trying to come up behind him right now, this is one of those situations. You're going to be
up to the challenge.
Yeah, you better be up for the challenge. And you better be ready for the fight because there is going to be one. Let's see if Stevie can help us tell the truth in this one out here. As right now, Alessi's moved up into the number 2 spot out there. So
is that Brad Smith? I think in that 3 spot, the number 85.
An MTF rider out there, and so here we are wrapping up lap number 1. It is Roman and Alessi. And Brad Smith, 1, 2, and 3. A little further back, Mike Brown.
Oh, Alessi going for it.
Now, this is
going to make it stick.
I got so excited about Roman being up front, I forgot to even look where Mike Brown was. But look where Mike Brown is. He's right there, right there with him. So talk about bringing the fight. I think the fight has just came into the room, my friends. And this is kind of going to be like a roadhouse situation, I think. He's going to go in. He's going to break heads and arms and everything. He's just going to work his way right up to the front. We'll see what happens when he gets to the guy up front, though, Stevie Roman. But this is going to be fun. Mike Brown back in the number 4 spot as we near the completion. Mike Alessi has taken over the lead. In the meantime, around Steve Roman through that last section of the race course, he threaded the needle so tightly that I didn't even see it happen. And so he there on that last lap. So Alessi out front, Roman in second. But I'm keeping an eye right now on Mike Brown.
And Lawrence back in 5th, Rodney.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
This could get real wild by the end of it.
And then there's Chatfield in the 6th place.
And Chatfield, yep. We can just keep on
gosh.
going, dude.
Wow.
So
this 30-plus class is going to get exciting.
Oh, Brownie making moves now. He's got the lay of the land and now starting to turn it on. So he is challenging Smith. Got him set up. See if Brownie, does he make the pass right here? Nope, not yet. But knocking on the door, man.
So Alessi coming around. Roman off the track a little bit, regains some composure and back on it. That Kawasaki 85 of Brad Smith under all kinds of fire and pressure. But, man, he's rising to the occasion with Mike Brown knocking on the door like that.
Yeah, Smith's done a good job holding them off.
Wow. This right here will be the highlight of Brad Smith's mini-O's.
Yeah.
Oh, no question about that.
Especially if he can keep
Absolutely.
if he can keep him at bay the entire time.
And, we take a look at this battle up front, Mike Alessi and Steve Roman. Roman's going to be there in the end, I'll tell you that. He's going to run the same lap time. I can't say that for all these guys in these age classes, but Roman's going to run that same lap time. And with Mike Brown starting to pour it on just a bit, going to be interesting what the number 800 does. But I can tell you this much. Mike Brown right now, he's going to pull up there. He's going to hook to the trailer hitch. He's going to get a tow right now, and he's going to work his way through.
Shiny. Well, we watched
2 and 5/16.
I don't know where you're buying your trailer hitches.
well, last night Wes Kane tried to buy a 2 3/4.
Well,
I've never heard of such a thing.
That's for the Korean-sized cars and boats.
Yeah.
Speaking of trailer hitches, there you go. Wes Kane, take it away down on the box.
All right, down here, congratulations. Tell everybody your name and who you want to thank.
Yeah, my name is Adrian Robert from Costa Rica. I want to thank my team, Passion MX, KTM Costa Rica, Motor XX Costa Rica, FXR, all in suspension, and everyone support me.
Congratulations, thank you. Finishing second, come on over here. The most highest paid Suzuki contingency earner in the world, Barry Carson. Who do you want to thank? Finishing second.
Again, Suzuki and the Army, they help us out with contingency and everything. So you guys riding local and stuff, Suzuki contingency is it. Arai helmets, Scott goggles, FMF, Dunlop, Twin Air, KPS suspension, Anter, Power Mist. Just thank a lot of putting this on. Thank Wes Kane for making us look better and sometimes not sound better. But
years ago, you used to tell him what to say. Now he's telling you what to say. That's wild. Yeah. But who else?
Just thank everybody for coming out, making this a big deal. The great competition with John, and just had a great time. And thanks everybody.
Thank you, Barry Carson. I appreciate you.
And my family.
His family. That's right. Family first. The champ, 55 plus. Where you going? Okay, good. Right there. Where's your medal? Why did you put it on? All right, who do you want to thank?
Team Babbitt's, Kawasaki Team Green, Fox Gear, Dunlop Tires, FMF, Decal Works. Man, where did I leave off? Tamer Whole Shot Devices, man, amazing. Dunlop Tires, Hinson, and the guys at Moto Hose, and MMCR at home.
Congratulations out there. Here's your championship bottle. Show Harold Martin, Racer TV, what's happening out there. Take it up there to the podium. Take it up to the box, boys.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane. Congratulations to our top three out there. We continue to watch this battle unfold here for a Vet 30 Plus, watching Mike Alessi, Stevie Roman in the mix. Stevie Roman, man. Close, but the white flag's out, Megawatt.
Stevie Roman's another one of those guys we talk about. You go over and talk to him, and in 10 minutes you feel better.
Yeah, cool.
You feel better about your situation, about the world. Stevie Roman's so level-headed, and of course him and father-in-law Mike Jones have the Jones Roman MX school up there near Export, PA, and those guys very, very focused on making your riders not only safer and faster, better riders, but better people.
Yeah.
They work a lot into it. Mike's wife. And very, very, very driven through the faith aspect of the side of it, and they want to make great young people as well as great young racers.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Sure, absolutely, and I respect those guys. Mad Mike down there this morning, he said, "Oh, I forgot my coat." He was down there on the podium first thing when his riders with a win this morning. So pumped to see that. Stevie Roman out there bringing it. The 800 Mike Alessi, Mike Alessi does what Mike Alessi does. He gets great starts. It takes him a moment maybe or two to figure out a situation, and then he just, puts down fast laps, and that's what he did here this morning.
And he is on his way to talk with Wes Kane on the podium. That'll do it for our Vet 30 Plus class. Coming up next going to be Schoolboy 1.
Oh, boy.
12 to 17, and we are ready, man. Card goes sideways. Riders are off.
Now, Mikey, think all the divisions we've seen, and we got the best of the best here breaking through right now. Who's it going to be as they work their way down and buzz the tower right now? Up, that's the familiar, the familiar number 7 of Tristan Pruitt.
Davis Daniels was in the mix up there. He had an 11th place finish first time out, so fantastic start for the 71 machine.
Mikey, did just about everybody make it through that first turn? Did everybody come through?
I think so.
Wow, awesome.
I think so.
Awesome.
Man, look at Pruitt, though. He's on the throttle.
Yeah, he's on point right now, and that's where he wants to be. Of course, that's the best place to work from. Early this morning, you get a little bit of extra moisture in the track. You might have to pull a couple extra tear off, so if you're out front, a little less work.
And let's see, man, I could not make check. All right, apologize for that, folks. Some technical difficulties. Working those out. We're still blind, but we've got audio.
All right, Pruitt still out front leading the way. We're going to work this one off. We're going to work this one off of the paper here, Mikey, for just a moment. Oh.
Check, check.
Check, check.
All right, apologize. I don't know if we're on air, but we're here on property, so we're going to wing it.
That's
we're
right.
going to kick it old school. Tristan Pruitt leading the way. Jesse Furtado. Matter of fact, Tristan Pruitt just checking in a moment ago. 6 laps completed for him. Jesse Furtado sitting in that 2 spot. Alessandro Carminati in 3 spot with Dan and Reed in 4th. 5th place going to be Christian Humphrey. Riley Busey in the number 6 spot with Juan Martin in 7th. 8th place going to be Cannon Hargrove. And Lincoln Bartholomew 9th, and Aiden Bailey rounding out your top 10.
And, Mikey, when you say old school, we're not standing here with binoculars and a piece
That's
of
true.
paper.
Good point. Yes.
So your idea of old school and my idea of old school are two different things.
Yesterday, somebody messaged me, a couple people actually, and while Rodney Tomlin and I were calling a race, they messaged me and they said, Mikey and Rodney, this is nostalgic. And I go,
how about that?
Am I old enough to be nostalgic now? That was a wake-up call.
Just somebody, a little reminiscent for somebody
Yeah.
there missing the GNCC days or whatever. But
I mean, we're knocking on 10 years ago. So
yeah, that's
I
right.
Guess, I don't know. I don't know what the cutoff is for
my
nostalgia.
first GNCC call was 2012.
Man, mine would have been, 17. I guess I got a few years outside of.
Yep.
But, yeah, man. Time goes fast, that's for sure. White flag out. Tristan Pruitt in control. Jesse Furtado in the 2 spot. Alessandro Carminati in 3rd place. Dan and Reed 4th. Christian Humphrey rounding out that top 5. Riley Busey in the number 6 spot. Juan Felipe Garcia Martin in the number 7 position. Cannon Hargrove checks in the 8th spot. Lincoln Bartholomew in 9th. And Aiden Bailey checks in 10th. Outside of that, good buddy Kane Bolasina out there in the number 11 spot. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, what do you do? Dude, I look.
Well, Mike, I tell you, when we saw that number 7 get the hole shot, we knew there was a good chance this was going to happen. Pruitt's just one of those guys, always in the mix, knows how to manage the race, knows how to work from the position he's in, and we give him a hole shot, and sure enough, he was able to put it to good use, takes it to the checker flags for the win, the number 7 does. So Tristan Pruitt looking good out there, getting ready to get underway with our next moto. And, Mike, we're moving right away. We're going to make the transition over to motocross here in just a bit. But, man, we have got a lot of hardware yet to hand out. Whoa! Got another pile up in that right-hander over there. A couple bikes come together, look like able to get them separated there. There we go. Everybody back on 2 wheels, back at it just before the finish line. So closing this one out, and here we go underway, Mikey. Yeah, I believe this is 65-7-9. That's going to be race number 35, race 35. So minor setback right there, back to the race in action again when we take a look out there. 65-7-9 on the course, just about half a lap into this one. Already have an established leader trying to get an ID right there, exactly who that is. And, man, there is a battle for this number 2 position, a 3-person battle as we go into this right-hander. Work through that roller section. A lot of passing taking place there. Take notes on that section of the track there, kids. A lot of options as we go into that right-hander. Set yourself up good. Get some speed through those rollers. Set up a strategy as you exit, make that left-hander toward the finish line.
Whoever called in the 751 getting passed by the 800 and the plus 30 class, was that off the start or was that on the first lap?
Hey, folks, we need some people to the office right now. Most importantly, we need Lauren Brooks. Lauren Brooks, you are needed immediately to the office, please. Lauren Brooks Also, we need Camden Scoggins, Levi Letty, and the last name Fisher. Not sure what the first name is. The last name Fisher competing out here this morning. We need you guys back to the office. Most importantly, most urgent, though, Lauren Brooks needs you to the office immediately, please, as well as Camden Scoggins, Levi Letty, and Fishers.
That was a little chaotic there, Megawatt.
It was just for a moment. We're good.
We're
like
good.
You said,
money,
we're back
baby.
at it. We're in good shape.
So 65cc, 7 to 8. And waiting on the live results to check through here. Watching RacerTV.com on your Progressive live drone here this morning. Progressive live drone here. Big shout out to Progressive. New for us this year here at Mini-O's. Huge shout out to those guys. Really roll out the red carpet for us here. And some great racing on the track here for your 65cc 7 to 9. There we go. So Absher Hall leading this one. Levi Geis in the 2 spot. Gavin Welsing in third place. Ezekiel Utes in the number 4 spot with Carter Holmes rounding out the top 5. Lorenzo Ricken in 6th with Levi Meyer 7th. 8th going to be Rowdy Rob Jones. And Ryan Ciceretti in 9th with Hudson Francis rounding out your top 10. We are 3 laps into it. And coming up next after this 65cc 7 to 9, we'll have some more 65s, 10 to 11 age group. You're good. You're good. White flag out in this one. Absher Hall out of Morganton, North Carolina in control. Levi Geist in that number 2 spot as Gavin Welsing in 3rd place. Ezekiel Utes in the number 4 spot with Carter Holmes rounding out your top 5. And sounds like Wes Kane ready down on the podium.
We're doing it down here. Come on over here. Come on over here, my man. Tell about your name and who do you want to thank?
Hello, my name is Alessandro Carminati. No Carminari, no Carminati, please. I want to thank CBR Performance, Arai, Heatwave, Altus Yamaha, Dunlop, One Industry, SKDA, Timer Holshot, ODI, Get, EVS, Alpine Star, Bill's Pipe, MX Tire, ASV. Thank you. TTMX, Van Martin, my dad, my mom, my sister, and my Mexican family and Italian family. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Come on. Finishing second, who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank God for keeping me safe. My parents, everything they do for me, get me out here. My grandparents, all my family, friends back home. Motorsport Hillsboro, Lynx Racing, give me those fast bikes. I got the whole shot. TCD, we've been doing a little bit of suspension work the past week, getting it dialed in. Thank you. Tim and everybody else over there. Mika Metal Bars, T-Rex throttles, keeping it smooth. Bell Helmets, Monster Army. I mean, they're a big support to a lot of these people out here. Just everybody, all my fans, family that support me, thank you.
Out there. All right, the champ. Give it up. Jesse Furtado, congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the entire MBR Performance team, Altus Yamaha, Dunlop, One Industries, Heatwave, SKDA, Tamer, ODI, Get, EVS, A-Star, Bills Pipes, MX Tire, SASV. I'd like to thank my trainer, Nide, my mechanic, my friends at home, Warren, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Congratulations out there. Great job. Congratulations. Take it away, boys.
Well, hey, thank you very much for that, Wes Kane. Checkered flag out for the 65cc 7-9 Absher Hall on his way to talk with Wes Kane, taking the win there, as well as Levi Geis and Gavin Welzine on their way down there. Those guys rounding out your top three. Ezekiel Utes took 4th place, and Carter Holmes took 5th. Solid day. Megawatt, we are just about ready. More 65s coming at you here in just a moment. Be your 65, 10 to 11.
And, Mike, these guys really got the experience on the 65s. Got a couple extra years on them. I mean, it's just like these guys moving to Super Mini or something. Going to be moving to big bikes soon. They're going to be riding an 85. Some of them already are. And going to be interesting right now with these guys at the peak of their 65 performance career.
Killing skeeters down there on the starting line. Love to see it.
Love it.
Off and rolling. The 917, center of the screen. That is Ryder Lane.
Several riders down, Mikey, in the first turn.
Yes.
Trying to get themselves picked up. Oh, bad situation right there. Yep.
As they buzz past the announcing tower here, Anderson Waddell had a great run his first time out, had a first-place finish. Logan Lustig, Owen Strawn had a strong finish. As well as, where's my other? There was 2 divisions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Enrique Rodriguez had a first place as well.
I think a couple of our players up there right now, as a matter of fact. Back into this intersection, going to hit the front rollers here for us. Who is it, Mikey?
11. Chance Olberg.
Chance Olberg, yeah.
So, Chance came into it with an 8th place. So solid start for him. Let's see if he can hang on to it. Riders about to check in with their first lap completed.
Well, we've said Chance's name many times over the years.
Oh, yeah.
We know he's a contender. We know he's a player, no question. And right now he's given the opportunity, so it's up to him. He controls the race right now. But, man, he is feeling the heat. Look at this.
Oh, hey, Wes Kane. That one was fast. Wes Kane, take it away down on the box.
All right, I got Mike Alessi down here in that Vet 30, congratulations out there. I know it's a little call made out there, and you ended up 3rd. Who do you want to thank?
It's all good. I just want to thank Hoosier Tires for getting me such a great start, getting out front, and on the second lap, getting out front. ODI Bars, Pro Circuit, my wife, my kids. This has been fun. Hammer Nutrition, Wax Goggles, Alpine Star helmet and boots. Got a lot of great people behind me. Sheds galore, Okie Finoki MX, where I train and work with my kids every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's been awesome. And my mechanic Brody for doing such a great job. And just all the people for being here. It's done and over with, and Supercross is done. So I'm going to relax and enjoy the rest of the week with my family and kids, and watch some motocross, do some interviews, and enjoy it. Do some Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, good job out there, Mike Alessi. Going to take it easy. Mike Brown, come on up. Mike Brown finishing 2nd in that Vet 30. Great job out there. Mike Brown, who do you want to thank?
FXR Mun Racing, and just everybody for supporting me. Dunlop Tires, CTI braces, Hammer Nutrition, and just like I said, finished the week on Supercross kind of safe and ready looking for the outdoor.
All right, there you go. Mike Brown says, let's take it outside. Mike Brown. All right. Let's talk to Steve Roman, the champ. There's your number 1 plate right there. Your champion's bottle, Steve Roman. There you go, bud. Steve Roman, who do you want to thank?
First off, thank the whole crew down here for putting this event on every year. All the sponsors are behind me. Motorsports, PR2, Department of Power. Jeff with MX Scott, Johnny Knowles, those guys have been behind motocross kids. We have just an amazing turnout to have all them kids down here and doing really well.
All right, thank you very much. Steve Roman, the champ. All right, we'll get up to our next class, 65cc 7-9. We'll call right back up there, guys. Take it away in a minute.
All right. Take it away for the moment here. 65cc, 10 to 11. Anderson Waddell, only rider to check in, 3 laps completed. Just behind him was Mason Murdy, Ryder Lane in third. John Everett in the number 4 spot. Daxon Gibbs rounding out that top 5. And Logan Lustig up to the 4 spot now. Forrest McPherson 6. Give you the top 10 here. Ryder Lane in 7th. 8th place going to be Owen Strawn. Thor Thrasher, arguably one of the strongest names in all of amateur motocross.
Absolutely, no question. When you have Thor's one thing, but when you throw that Thrasher behind it, that's the added emphasis.
Mercy sakes. It would also, again, make a great attorney name, just throwing that out there.
Thrasher and Thrasher.
That's it.
Nobody would want to come. Nobody would show up at court.
Nobody's messing with that.
No,
dude.
I
want that guy
we'll settle out of court.
That's right. That is right. So Anderson Waddell trying to hang on to it. I think white flag, is it coming out here in a moment? They just got it ready.
Hey, Mikey, I'm excited. We got some special guests all day long.
Yes, we do.
For our
names.
listeners out there. Yes, absolutely. You might recognize a name or two that's going to work their way through the tower today. And a lot of the fun down here. Got some past champions, that type of thing. So we're just going to leave it as a big surprise here.
I like that. That'll be good.
Believe me, I'm looking forward to it. We have a lot of fun. These guys are great guys, great personalities, and certainly,
as I say, it's one of my favorite things about Minios, Loretta's, having some of the pro guys come back, either current pros, retired pros, and getting their input, and just on how much things have changed over the years since they were racing at this level. All of that input, just very, very cool to have those guys as a part of it. 100%.
Hey, I have to tell you, we've got some kids running some really fast laps out here, Mikey. 108.5, 109.5 on 65cc. These are small wheel bikes. You know what I mean? These guys absolutely, and these young ladies absolutely killing it out there.
And white flag is out, so Anderson Waddell. And, hey, take it away, Wes Kane.
7 to 9. Gavin Welzine makes it up on the box with a 3rd overall. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank, Gavin?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, Gascast Mob, Bees Motor Lab, Dunlop, Motorex, FMF, Sticker Standard, T-Rex Throttles, Nahilo, Motion Pro, Bell, Scott, Ashley, Alpenstar, 7, Ethica, and whoever else. Thank you so much.
Congratulations out there. Gavin Welzine. Levi Geis finishing 2nd with the silver. Congratulations out there. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Cobra, Cobra Motorcycles, Brett Bell, Coker Pump, John Bailey, Aiden Bailey, Dunlop, VP, FXR Moto, FXR Premium Store, and everybody else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Job well done. Our champ, come on up, champ, Abner Hall. Come on up. There's your champion's bottle and your number 1 plate. Get the shot, guys. Oh. Whoa. Who do you want to thank?
God for keeping me safe. Husqvarna, Daniel Blair, Chuck Shirley, Privateer Connection, Scott Goggles, Ayot, Mika, PR2, T-Rex Throttles, Dunlop, DT1 Air Filters, FMF, and everyone that I can think of. Thank you.
Congratulations out there, Job well done. Abner Hall, your champ. Take it away, boys.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane, as the checkered flag is out, and Anderson Waddell will hang on to the win. Mason Murdy going to finish 2nd. John Everett Pastro rounding out your top 3. Logan Lustig going to be 4th, and Forrest McPherson rounding out the top 5 for that one. We are off and rolling here. Race number 37, 450C. Oh, big pile up there in the first turn. Several riders in on that one, Megawatt.
That's what happens when 3 guys want the same line right there. It ends up in a bit of a pileup. Like you said, probably 6 or 8 riders, unfortunately, tangled up in that one. Looks like all the bikes being separated, though, Mikey. Looks like nobody really being tended to, so everybody getting up and making their way out onto the course. So that's a great thing right there. Don't see any medical staff needed over there.
And I had my eyes on, I believe it was the 345 of Isaac Henderson at a St. Augustine, Florida, with the early lead. They are making their way back into view, and, man, talk about an early lead. Got a decent little gap early in this one between him and second place, which looks like the 115 of Alexander Anderson.
Alexander Anderson been on point all week. The guys look sharp in practice and the qualifying race, division races and stuff. He's been on point. He has looked good all week long.
Solid start. Checking in. A lap completed for your leaders. And waiting on things to refresh. But nonetheless, we're off.
No doubt,
off, man. There we go. Isaac Henderson, in first. Alexander Anderson. I said Isaac Henderson, Alexander Anderson. A lot of sons in there. Cameron Green in the 3 spot. Caden Thomas in 4th. Jack Shea 5th. Declan Carmody in 6th place. Jao Baselar in 7th with Carson Nottingham in the number 8 spot. Brayson Richard 9th. And Nathan Moody rounding out that top 10 early in this one.
And Mike, I believe, what was 3 divisions to get here, or 2 divisions to get here?
This, I think this was one of the bigger ones. Well, you know what? No.
450C.
I think just one, man.
Yeah, this might have been a single division. I think
it
must have been the B that was huge.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Looking for the multiple winners there. Second time through, here we go. Timing and scoring the second time around. Isaac Henderson still out front. First moto, did you say Henderson with a 4th?
Yeah, I believe so. The 345, yes, a 4th place.
That could set him up for that could set him for a possible overall right now, a 4-1, giving him 5 points. Caden Thomas. Now this is for overall. This isn't track running. Caden Thomas will be looking at a possible 3, 4, 7 points. That'd be a second overall. And Alexander Anderson that we just mentioned a moment ago. Anderson will be looking at a 7-2 for 9. Possible rounding out the podium right there for Anderson with 9 points. So going to be interesting as this one winds down. Got some different scores out there, Mikey, in this one for sure.
Rodney and I made this point yesterday. How about it, our man pushing the bike? Not going to be denied right there. But
no, man.
I made the point, C class, they're here, but we always see a lot of changes.
We're just having fun here. We're just having fun.
Yeah, we got her.
As they come through is how they finish, but we're just talking about their finish in the division stuff, having some fun, dude. Huh? What could have been. What could have been, yeah, having some fun with it.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, baby.
Having some fun with it.
So 450C on the track. Isaac Henderson leading the way. Alexander Anderson in the number 2 spot. Cameron Green up into the number 3 position. Caden Thomas 4th, and rounding out the top 5, Jack Shea getting it done early. 3 laps into it, 450C on track right now. Coming up next, going to be your 450B class. We're getting through them, man. What do we got? 40-some races, I believe. 45. So getting to the nitty-gritty, will be wrapping things up on the Supercross side here today.
That's incredible.
Transition Tuesday. Dean called it, man. I kept thinking we always move over to the big track on Wednesdays, but I think that's because at this point it's Groundhog Day, and I've lost track of what day it is to begin with.
And we're off, too. Our schedules didn't match in sync this year.
True. Very true.
So normally we get here at the same time. So, But 6 o'clock this morning, we were like, no, wait a minute. What time are we going to move over?
Are we in Florida?
What time will the transition be? Yeah, are we in Florida?
Yeah, I've been part-time this week.
Griff's
the first one to take a shot, man. I thought you guys would be ripping me, but no.
Yeah, we might even say part-time as a stretch. You're a sometimer.
It's sometime.
Yeah.
I can't make too much money or I'll lose my government assistance.
You don't want to use that EBT card.
That's it.
Shoot.
Oh, we got a screensaver on there. There we go. Isaac Henderson still doing his thing out front. A solid ride. Fastest lap time for him, a 104.1. Alexander Anderson still sitting in the 2 spot on the Yamaha with Cameron Green behind him in 3rd. Caden Thomas 4th and Jack Shea 5th. Take it away, Wes Kane.
Hey, down here on the podium. What's your name and who do you want to thank?
John Everett Pastro, and I can't thank my mom, my dad, my brother, and Club enough. Like, before this, I couldn't start to save my life, and now I'm having a great start. So I'd like to thank Club, FXR, 100%, Money Inc. Motorsports, Kirby Moto Works. That's it.
Well, congratulations out there. High five. We'll let you step over to this side over here. Come on over here, Mr. Murdy. Heard you're going to have a good interview. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Orange Motorsports, Lynx Racing, OG Optics, Sandbox, and Ryan Sipes. They helped me a lot with my starts and just overall riding and consistency. T-Rex Throttles, and anyone else I forgot, thank you.
All right. Hey, give me a high five. Yeah, a lot better. All right, here we go. Your champ, 65, 10 to 11, Anderson Waddell. Come on up, bud. Anderson Waddell, congratulations. Great job out there. There's the number 1 plate, your second one. Hold that up. Anderson Waddell. Who do you want to thank, Anderson?
My mom, my dad, A1 Racing, Fly, Dunlop, Scott, Ethica, and everybody else. Thank you.
Hey, good job out there, Anderson Waddell. Take it away up in the box. Too much fun down here on the podium. Yamaha podium.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane. White flag out. Isaac Henderson trying to hang on for a win. Alexander Anderson in the 2 spot. Caden Thomas back in 3rd. Cameron Green 4th. And Jack Shea rounds out your top 5. And there he is, a 3-4-5 of Isaac Henderson doing his thing out in front. Been pretty flawless this entire race. Solid start. And there it is. Checkered flag flies. Fist in the air. Dude is stoked. Rightfully so, man. On your way to talk with Wes Kane down on the podium. Alexander Anderson will finish in the 2 spot, and Caden Thomas going to round out the top 3 on their way to talk with Wes.
Hey, gang, we need Hunter Calley. Hunter Calley, we need you at the office, please. Hunter Calley, please make your way to registration ASAP.
Vincent Way right there, the 27. And Jaden Wolf beside him. Card goes 1, sideways.
Oh, boy.
Elbows up, eyes fixated, bang, we are off. And, man, Vincent Way, if I'm not mistaken, Griff, correct me if I'm wrong, they all kind of blend together. Had a gnarly get off yesterday. I think that might have been the one. Oh, it was this morning. Yes,
okay,
this morning. Yeah. See, again, Groundhog Day. They're all just blending together at this point. But, boy, tough man. Not shocked, right? Vincent Way, tough kid.
No. We've seen that guy wad many times. He's like a cat, almost lands on his feet, gets back up. But that was pretty brutal this morning. The 27, we heard him out there this morning getting that clutch warmed up, doing some practice starts. Yeah. Doing everything right, doing everything correct to put himself in good position. Unfortunately, not getting a start here this morning, Mikey.
Yeah, good point. Leading the 250B class this morning and went down, yeah. And he was. Yeah, he was on the throttle. So they're going to check in with their first lap completed right here for your 450B class.
And unfortunately, the number 7 of Pruitt having issues.
Yep, see that.
Yep. He's been a contender, as we know, all week. Look at this. Leaders already working their way back around.
492 out in front. That's going to be Landon Hartz.
Yep. Gavin Betts behind him. Seth Dennis in the 3rd place right now, Mikey. That's Max Shane riding in the 4th position. Logan Edwards in 5th last time around.
And Hart's coming into it. He had a first-place finish here, first time out, so he's picking up right where he left off for the 450B class. Let's see what Gavin Betts has got for him. And, yes.
I think I might have said Logan, but it's Landon Hartz. Yes, Landon Hartz. Just in case I did, I'm not sure.
In your defense, there are several Landons. Several Landons.
And all of them players.
Oh, yeah.
Every one of them. Now, leaders starting to separate themselves a bit, Mike, as we work our way in through on lap number 2.
Yeah, decent little gaps right there. Still Hart's out front. Betts in the 2 spot. Waiting on that to refresh, but I believe it's Seth Dennis still in the 3 position.
Yeah, Seth landing right now. Seth working his way through. Right behind him, that is going to be Diesel Thomas. Diesel's having a pretty good week this week. No, he wants to get on the move right now. About a 101 for our two leaders, Hearts and Betts. Looks like 102s all the way back there to Max Shane in the number 5 spot. All of a sudden, we go just a little deeper. Yeah, Max Shane, he's turned a 103.
Man.
Canyon Richards in there as well.
No shocker, right? 450B, but this is one of those you can pick out 10, 12 names.
Yes.
And they're capable of winning at this level. You can pick out any name on that starting gate, and I think you go to your local, and they are capable of winning as well.
Oh, no question. We look back here, we see Eli Gross, we see
Blake Thomas.
Bass,
Yep.
Hogan Mims. You know, all these guys, they are contenders each and every week at any track in the country, dude.
And Vincent Way, back in the 12 spot, if you were wondering at home, and you can't help but think, okay, is he out there trying to feel it out? How do I feel? Is that affecting him? You know, a lot of questions right there
absolutely.
For Vincent Way right now.
Absolutely. Well, you know, they always say you get back on the horse on that type of thing. He did get off really hard today. Obviously, no fractures or breaks that they believe that they know of. And it is a test session for him. It is understanding of where we're at as we make the transition over to motocross.
And he picked up a couple of spots this last lap, so he's still in the fight. He's not fading. He's up into 10th now. But this will be a good test for him.
I like a good test, Mikey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We're watching one right now. We're looking at a good test.
Fantastic. Landon Hartz.
I see high marks.
Oh, yeah, very much.
I see high marks.
Landon Hartz leading it. Seth Dennis in that 2 spot. The Diesel Thomas. And speaking of diesels, our good buddy Wes Kane ready down on the podium. Take it away, buddy.
Big Daddy
All right,
Diesel.
we're running it down here tighter than the trailer ball down here on the Yamaha podium. What's your name and who do you want to thank? Finishing third.
My name is Caden Thomas. I want to thank Dawson Draycott, Van Martin from TTMX, Austin from Honda of Houston, and everybody else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Good job. We'll see you up here on the next one. Come on over here, bud. Hold up that medal. Hold up that medal. Look at this guy. Now, let me tell you something. I've been doing podiums since 2005 around the world. This is the first guy that's ever ran up on the podium. I didn't have to run you down. And look at that smile. Look at that smile. Tell everybody your name, where you're from. I'll hold this. You hold the handlebars.
Alex Anderson, and I'm from Melbourne Beach.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Jesus Christ for everything he does for me. My mom, my dad, Triangle Cycles, Adept, Mr. Hilton for supplying me with this gear set, and that's it.
Give me a high five, bud. Woo! There you go, right there, man. That's what it's all about. Yeah. All right, we're going to take our winner over here. You can hang out up here for a minute because I know you love being up here. All right, here's my guy right here. Hold that right there. Isaac Anderson, you're the champ, 450C. Woo! There you go. Who do you want to thank?
Oh, man. Club 57, Callis, Drake over at Club 57 too, and Troll Training. Definitely helped me a lot. So with my fitness, my parents, Dave for mechanic for me, Evo suspension, TLR performance, Adept for getting me the graphics quick before we came here, and everybody else I forgot. Thank you.
Take it away, boys, up in the skybox.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane. Appreciate you. So continue to watch the action on the track. Hart's leading this one 6 laps into it. Seth Dennis in that number 2 spot. Diesel Thomas in third. Really no changes there. Max Shane up into the number 4 position. But, boy, Meg, it looks like, these guys have settled into the race pace at this point.
Yeah, most certainly.
Decent gaps in between them.
Yeah, when you look 2 seconds. No, we got a pretty good battle right there.
Max
we
is
see,
on the move. Yeah.
Yeah. Diesel worked his way up too. Diesel was back in 5th. So those guys coming through the pack. But now they've met the match.
Yeah.
Now they've met the match of the lap times.
So as this one continues to unfold here, 450B on track. Coming up next, going to be race number 39. And that'll be your Mini E coming up after this one. 39 riders in total there, and then we'll have race number 40 going to be our girls class. Keep in mind, folks, man, we got 45 races this morning. We will take a break after that, a little small intermission, if you will, certainly from the Racer TV broadcast, as well as we'll get everything set up for the big boy, the big girl track.
I love it.
Coming up here to close out the week, and we'll get into those practice sessions, man. Really looking forward to that, man. I love just the dynamic between the Supercross track and then we go to the outdoor track, man. And it by the end of the week, things are sorted out.
Yeah, things are sorted. You got that right.
So, looking forward to it, but looking forward to the last few races we've got here as well, as Landon Hartz is doing his thing out in front. Seth Dennis in the 2 spot. Diesel Thomas in 3rd. Max Shane, he's on the move a moment ago. Thought he had something for Diesel Thomas, but now about a second and a half back in the number 4 position. With Logan Edwards 5th, give you the top 10. Vincent Way, hey, we doubted him for a moment. I think Way has found himself again. He was back in, I believe, the number 12 position, all the way up into 6th place. Has been chipping away at this one. My hat is off to you, Vincent Way. Strong ride, man. Brennan Harrison in the number 7 spot with Wyatt Bass in 8th. Canyon Richards 9th, and Talon Staggs rounding out your top 10. And there is the 492. Checking in again, another lap completed, and the white flag is out. 1 to go. Hart's leading. Dennis in the 2 spot. Diesel Thomas, Max Shane, Logan Edwards. And Landon Hart's buzzing past the announcing tower right there. In control of this one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, in control. Still on lap 9, turning 101 for a lap time. All the way back. Look at this, Mikey.
Sorry. Crash right here in front of the tower. And rider getting off of the track right here.
That Wyatt Bass?
Man, I could not see the number on the bike. Got help on its way or on the way.
Is it 501?
You might be right. So rider being tended to right there. So checkered flag flies. Landon Hart's going to hang on for the win. Seth Dennis in the 2 spot. And the Diesel. Diesel Thomas on his way to talk with Wes Kane down on the podium. Wild one there, Megawatt. A wild one. So Wyatt Bass was our rider that went down just in front of the tower, being tended to right now. Hopefully he is okay. So got our medics down there with him. Keep you guys posted on that. And coming up next is going to be race number 39, your Mini E 4 to 8. And, okay. Sounds like may take a short break right here. Maybe a little track maintenance, but we are in a little bit of a holding pattern while we tend to our injured rider right now, so. So I don't know if we got time for a commercial break, possibly. Waiting on the okay. Highlight some of those heavy hitters here out of the Mini E while we wait. Let's do it. So Levi Meyer had a first place. Let me know when you're ready, Griff. First place coming into it. Okay, Isaiah Benton, a second, and Riley Gall rounded out your top three. We are going to take a quick commercial break, get a word in from our sponsors while we tend to this, and we will be right back here in just a moment on RacerTV.com for the Mini E. This is Thor Minios. Attention in the pits. Nathan Blackburn, please report to... Oh, Mason Blackburn, please report to your bus or your camper RV immediately, please. Thank you.
All right, Mikey Wayne, we good down here?
Yes, sir. Take it.
All right, Diesel Thomas finishing up. I know you want to win, but you got third. Tell me, who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom, my dad, the whole Mun Racing team, Big J, Dan, Chip, all those guys. Bell, Fox, Monster, Race Tech, Dunlop, Tamer, Novasag, Hammer Sport Racing, and everybody else. Thank you.
Good job out there. Congratulations. Seth Dennis, come on up here. Finishing second. You got the silver. That's right. I like to hear that holler. All right. Congratulations out there. Seth Dennis, who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, KTM Orange Brigade, Fox, Daniel, Kyle Cheeseman, Future MX, Elite MX, Twisted, Power Band, Thrill Seekers, FMF, Pro Taper, and everybody else who supports me. Thank you.
All right, congratulations out there. Seth Dennis finishing second, 450B. And Hearts, another one. Come on up, bud. You got the gold. You get the champion's bottle and the number 1 plate. There you go. Hold it up high. There he is, Landon Hartz. Got to feel pretty good out there. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, the Lord Jesus Christ, the whole EBR Performance Ultimate Motorsports team, Josh and Jordan over there got me hooked up, the motor and suspension. I mean, wasn't able to win everything without them. Just Danny Luce at Yamaha, Bill's Pipes, ODI, Win Industries, Heat Wave, Arai, Alpine Star, Dunlop, Recluse, SKDA, everybody, thank you so much. The whole Monster Mountain crew. Couldn't do it without them. They're around here. Wouldn't be able to do it without them. That's where I've been working hard at.
All right, congratulations, Landon Hartz. Take it away. Mikey Wayne's up in the booth.
How would you like to go to a school where we take into consideration how students learn best? Well, we do that because we find if we can build the curriculum around the things you are interested in, you're going to do a better job. The mission at On Track School is that educational success is possible while chasing your dreams. Not only will our staff help students to achieve success, they will cheer you on to the finish line. We encourage you to check out On Track School at ontrackschool.com, where we can help you chase your dreams and still get a quality education.
ontrackschool.com. Check it out.
Ride your adventure with UnitedMotorsports.com. We work with every major manufacturer in the industry to give you the selection you need to elevate your ride. Whether you hit the trails prefer scenic highways? Or even have a job to do? Shop parts, gear, accessories, and more. So you can go farther and ride faster. From showroom to your doorstep, choose UnitedMotorsports.com.
This is not the bike that won Supercross and completed a perfect season in motocross and took home the Super Motocross title. But it's really, 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 really close. The new Honda CRF 450R Works Edition. Better stability, better performance. Built to win.
Hey, folks, real quick, we need Hunter Callie to the office, please. Again, Hunter Callie to the office, please, immediately. Thank you. Check, 1, 2, 3. 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 Good check, Griff.
would you like to go to a school where we take into consideration how students learn best? Well, we do that because we find if we can build the curriculum around the things you are interested in, you're going to do a better job. The mission at On Track School is that educational success is possible while chasing your dreams. Not only will our staff help students to achieve success, they will cheer you on to the finish line. We encourage you to check out On Track School at ontrackschool.com, where we can help you chase your dreams and still get a quality education.
OnTrackSchool.com. Check it out.
Hey, we're back, baby.
But they could have been out there the whole time. We would have had no idea.
That's true.
That's
Also true. Good point. Good point.
Guard's going to go to
Matter
the
of fact,
one.
I think Wynn said fire him up.
Yeah,
So,
he did.
hey.
Yeah, no, that's a false statement these days. On switch, engaged.
That's it, man. So, hey, good to be back. Apologize for the delay, folks. Thank you for your patience, and we are off and rolling. VP Racing Fuels Whole Shot. This is your Mini E, race number 39. Levi Meyer coming into it with a first place. Riker Fitch had a first. Just 2 divisions in this one, if I'm not mistaken. No, Colton Tubbs. There's a 3 division. How about that? Mini E's alive and well.
Yeah, man, that was huge. The 3 divisions in the Mini E class we're talking about. When then they started here, we couldn't get a full gate of them.
Right.
Now look at it.
Yeah, 3 divisions now. So, sweeping the nation. How about that?
That's a good way to put it. Sweeping the nation.
I mean, literally, we represent dang near every state out there. Certainly several. So we'll get our eyes on these guys as they're working their way around. Coming up next going to be the girls 11 to 16. That's going to be race number 40. And race number 41 going to be that 125, 12 to 17 BC. As our leaders in the Mini E coming around here, going to check in with 1 lap completed, a rider out in front. Good lead, but great battle there for the number 2 spot. Little check up from the neck up.
Oh, yeah, a little inside, outside, outside, inside as our leader makes his way through the timing and scoring line. We'll pick him up for you from the top. Here they come, making their way through the tower area right now. Your leader is out there on that Cobra, looking good out in front of this one. It is the 777 machine. I believe that's Rodriguez in the 777. Yes, Connor Rodriguez,
Yep.
Riker Fitch in second, Levi Meyer third, and Mickey Fluhar in the 4th place position. And running your top 5 is Little Huxley Nolan. Little Huxley, man, you got to watch out for him.
Got that dog in him. Ryder Drake 6, Boone Lloyd 7th, Colton Tubbs in the number 8 spot. Robert Fender in 9th, and rounding out that top 10, Mason Howard looking at the 777 of Rodriguez out in front, and Fitch just behind him. Rodriguez, great start in this one.
It actually looks like Levi Meyer may have made the move
Oh, yes.
in the second, and now putting the pressure on our leader, Connor Rodriguez. So what can Rodriguez
Ooh.
do now to keep the 29 behind?
Yo, Levi Meyer going for it right here. Got him set up, gets pushed to the outside just a bit. Can he carry
got the
that momentum and
momentum.
speed? Yes, he can.
But you see the throttle response for these little mini E's? It's insane. Rodriguez hit the gas, got right back up behind him.
So, new leader, Levi Meyer, taking control, taking the reins of this race right there. Great move by that young man. Let's see what he can do out in front.
And here they
go ahead.
No. Oh, here they come, Levi Meyer, Rodriguez, and the number 196 of Riker Fitch. He's not done yet. He's like, hey, Levi passed me. I got to get around this Rodriguez kid to make a run at this.
Yeah, and announcer curse, Dino.
No.
He had a little dab
No.
right there. Ended up having to check up just a bit. Falls back to, 4th now, and now 5th on the heels.
You know they say those announcer curses. Those aren't real things.
No, it's not true. Yeah, it's not true. We take a lot of heat for that. It's just coincidental. My goodness.
Still taking some heat out there is number 29 of Levi Meyer as he still leads out the number 777. Yes, I said 777. These guys thinking at the casino. But no, it's the 777 to Connor Rodriguez out there in the second place position. Look at him now. They're on screen chasing Levi Meyer.
Man, good battles back behind him, but Levi Meyer in the driver's seat of this one. Solid battle there, a little back and forth for that, fourth place spot. No, third place.
Ooh, bobble.
Oh, around the outside. That is paying off in the mini E-class.
And
Those guys really able to carry that speed through there.
Yeah, really pay off as they hit these huge jumps, making it through. You know, I think we should get a video, a live feed set up there in the mechanics area because you can literally hear every single parent screaming at the kid.
We may have to be broadcast on HBO for that one, but, nonetheless. We can get away with a lot on YouTube. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Definitely. I'll tell you what they're doing on lap times right now. Levi Meyer with a 1:15. Connor Rodriguez with that mistake out there at a 1:18. 1:17. Or no, Mickey Fluhart with a 1:15 is going to jump into the third place position as time and scoring updated us on that one. So keep your eyes on the number 114 and Mickey Fluhart. Fluhart trying to break some hearts out there.
Doing a good job, too. Riker Fitch back and forth. Colton Tubbs running out the top 5. 6, Huxley Nolan, Ryder Drake, and 7th, Boone Lloyd in 8th place. Robert Fender, 9th, and Tucker Chase running out the top 10. 3 laps into it.
I believe Levi Meyer, we already seen him on the podium once today. Looking to back it up here in this one, but I'll tell you what, Fluhart is coming. He's in the second right now. And it looks like Fitch, we're going to make a move around the outside of Rodriguez and move it into the third place position.
Yeah, the young man been trying to set that one up.
They only got one more, though. If they're going to make it happen, got to make it happen now.
Time to roll, boys. Levi Meyer in control. White flag out last lap. Had about a, second place start for Levi Meyer. Found himself in front early. Making the pass, has not looked back yet. As he rips past the announcing tower. And is that Mickey Fluhart in the 2 spot now? So Mickey up into the 2 spot.
Mickey's on it. Look at that. Lap times 2:14 to Myers 1:15. So Fluhart may have something for him coming to the end of this one. Pick him up.
Oh, and Meyer, I think, knows he's there now.
See the intensity by Meyer, right? He turned it up.
Yeah, little look over the shoulder.
Oh, another look over the shoulder. That
Levi.
one almost cost you.
It's so hard not to do, right?
It is.
But, man.
It's not like he can hear him, though.
No,
How do you know he was there?
That's why he's looking. All right, we'll give him the mulligan on that one.
Fluhart's got a good run right here. What's he going to do to the rollers? Meyer's going to go to the outside. Fluhart to the inside. But Meyer with the momentum and speed into the rollers. Here they come down to the finish line. Outside, inside, inside, outside. Who's it going to be? I guess you just got to wait till the checker flag flies. And taking that checker flag is going to be Levi Meyer, followed by Mickey Fluhart.
A solid ride by both of those young men. Levi Meyer going to hang on to it. Fluhart, boy, sensational ride by both guys. Riker Fitch, I believe, going to round out your top 3 on their way to talk with Wes Kane as the checkered flag flies. Boys out in front putting on a good show in that one. Race number 40, girls 11 to 16. Coming up next, here I'm revving up down on the starting line.
This girls' class has been intense. We got a lot of heavy hitters out there. Obviously, taking the win was Madison Casimir. But, I mean, second place out there, you can't run her down, knock her down, should I say. Kelsey Harris was out there charging hard and taking a third in that first heat race. Zoe Moore, so it's anybody's game here in this girls 11-16 class.
Ready to see how this one plays out?
Mayla Herrick with a great start out there. She is your leader as they make their way through the tower area, going through the Gizmo Tower and by the Thor Parts Unlimited Tower.
And Mayla with a 5th place, first time out. Trying to better that here.
Madison in the second place position, and followed by the 38 is Zoe Moore. That's how they run top 3 right now. And I tell you what, we got all the key players up in the front of this one.
And I think a good, clean start for everybody as well. Didn't see anybody go down. I think we are money there. So girls 11 to 16 on track, lap number 1. Coming up next, going to be your 125, 12 to 17 BC race number 41. Here, closing in on the 10 o'clock hour this morning.
Yeah, we're moving right along with these motos right here. Speaking of moving right along, it's our leader, Mayla Herrick. Finally got the start she needed. Madison Casimir trying to run her down, and there you see a third-place rider. You know who that rider is, don't you?
It's a 99. Yeah. Is that? Oh, Lala.
La. Lachlan Turner. making it happen there in third. She's making a push to the front as she applies pressure on Madison Casimir. Now watch her. She dives to the inside up to the finish line side by side. I hope our photographers are getting that one over the wall
for it
jump.
right now, getting the job done, moving into 2.
Did you see
Ooh, trying to fire back, though.
Ooh.
Nice back and forth right there, but I think Lala
rear end
going to hang on to that.
Rear end almost stepped out on Lala there going to the mechanics area.
This is it for Lala as far as the girls 11 to 16 class is concerned. If I'm not mistaken, I think so, yeah. Yeah, AMA 16, so yeah.
She could have that.
She's been this good for the last several years, though. I mean, just sensational.
Yeah. She'll actually have another year, I'm sure, unless her birthday is
good
anywhere
point.
between here and December 31st. We'll have to get an update on that one.
Yeah.
Judd, we need you.
Statistician.
No stats to be made here as Mayla Herrick leads it out, but I think she knows who's in second right now, and that is Lachlan Turner, who was able to stay a lot lower on that wall jump after the finish line. You guys got to check that out on Racer TV as they make their way through the finish line section of the racetrack right now.
Yeah, we're going to have a battle for that first place position here in just a moment. Mayla Herrick leading it, and here comes Lala.
Driving down. Driving down the mechanics area right now, chasing down our leader, the number 19, Mayla Herrick. She knows exactly who she's messing with. She's been racing Lala Turner all year round here. And now she's going to do it at the Mini-O Supercross version of the format. There's Casimir. She's in the third place, round of the top 3. Fourth is Kelsey Harris, Zoe Moore, Racing Kyler, Tindon McCoy, Brandon McCartley, Kiana Kurtz, and running your top 10 is Kylie Hayes.
Mayla doing a good job holding off Lala Turner for now. Lala working those outside lines, carrying some of that speed and momentum long way around, trying to get herself set up.
Yeah, and I know Mayla, she is a rider that does not want second.
And I can tell you, Lala just seems a little faster right here before the finish line. This is maybe where she makes her move. Maybe she's doing it right here. Going to have that inside line.
Will she stay under after the finish line? That's where I seen her make a pass earlier.
Yep.
Oh, she's going to launch it this time. Takes the other old school way of doing things out of the handbook and launches into the wall jump, off the wall jump.
And then, just past the announcing tower, I feel like Mayla was a little faster. So maybe some back and forth little yo-yo effect. And they are going to get into the lap traffic right here, Dean. Let's see if that plays a factor. See if one of the riders can benefit from it. They split them right there.
And she gets the double out of the corner.
Solid job.
Yep, so Lala taking the lead right there. Going almost to the inside of the corner. Still to get the double. It's a hard one. Oh, and there goes Mayla back up into it.
Hey.
I told you, Mayla does not want to lose. She is back in the lead now. Lachlan Turner in second. Watch them now as they're making their way through center field.
Firing right back is Mayla Herrick. So Mayla back out in front now. Chess game in full effect.
Lala rips one of those tear-offs and remounts her charge on our leader, Mayla Herrick. Where are we at as far as flags go? Are we possibly going to see a white flag? If there's no white flag, well, I believe we'll have 2 laps to go in this one. So white flag is coming out.
Yep.
Wow, this is going to be a race right here. I'm super excited about this one, Mikey.
Take it away, Wes Kane.
All right, I got little Fitch up here and little Fitch. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, MTF, Alpine Star, Fly, Oakley, MTF, Factory Suspension, and everyone else. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much. Good job, bud. Come on over here, Mickey Fluhart. Fitch got third. Mickey Fluhart, turn your award around. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brother, the Cobra Elite, PR2, ASV, VP, Dunlop, Money, Ethica, and everybody else. Scott Goggles.
Congratulations. High five, Mickey. Good job, Mickey Fluhart. All right, up here. Levi Meyer. Yeah. I want you to hold up that medal, and I want you to hold up that number 1 plate. Come on, guys. There he is. Great job out there, Levi. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank the family for letting me ride. Oprah, my mom, dad, Motor Pros, Roos, Dunlop, 113 Angus, HGS, and everybody else. Thank you.
Who makes Frosted Flakes?
Tigers.
Yeah. Levi Meyer, congratulations. There's your champion's bottle. Mom, Dad, get up here, get a shot. Huh? Yeah, you can. Do what you got to do. That's yours. All right, Levi Myers in the house. Take it away up there in the skybox from the Yamaha podium.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane. Hey,
I thought you never asked.
I thought you'd never ask. Wild finish to the girls 11-16. If you were watching, Mela Herrick had the advantage. They came into some lap traffic. Mela got caught just behind a lapper.
Yeah, stood up.
Went down. Lala seizing the opportunity, grabs the win. She is on her way to talk to Wes Kane, as is Mela Herrick, albeit not where she wanted to finish. And Maddie Casimir going to round out that top three as we reset the deck here. Girls 11-16 wrapping up. And you can tell by the sound, baby, 125, 12-17.
Alessandro Carminati out there leading the way on the 171 Yamaha. No stranger to the lead. He's been doing great work out here all week long and continuing it here in the main event. But it looks like he may have already been passed up out there on the racetrack, trying to pick up on Racer TV as it makes the way through the sweeper. No, it is still
Carminati.
Yep, still the 171 machine out there. He actually got a little bit of a gap, so he kind of dropped out of my view, out of my peripheral. Aiden Bailey in the number 2 position. Benjamin Moya, I believe, in the 3rd place position. He'll round out your top 3 out here on the racetrack right now, just in front of the number 17, Juan Felipe Garcia Martin, or Martin, depending on what country you're from.
True.
Oh, Jesse Furtado, that's the rider in 5th. He's trying to make his move away around Martin.
And Furtado had a first place coming into it.
Yeah, he's the one to watch coming into this one for sure. He looked to see
The
him
other
charge
guy,
through the pack.
What, the 50 of Lincoln Bartholomew? We'll figure out where he's at. Carminati out front, Aiden Bailey, Juan Felipe Garcia Martin, Benjamin Moya, Jesse Furtado were the top 5 when they checked in. Humphrey in 6th, Reed in the number 7 spot, Hargrove 8th, Stesic 9th, and Gonzalez rounding out your top 10.
And through center field is still Carminati out there leading the way, making it happen. Aiden Bailey doing a solid job holding on to the 2nd place position right now in front of the number 17, Juan Felipe Garcia. Felipe doing a good job out here, getting off to a great start, obviously. Let me see Jesse Furtado. Furtado now in the 4th place position. And what that means, round up the top 5 right now as they make their way through the finish line section. I believe it is still Moya. We also need Jesse Furtado to the office, but I guess it's kind of hard for Jesse to get down to the office right now when he's literally out there on the racetrack, but we'll get you guys to the office when you need to. I see a battle. You see this one start to shape up, Mikey? I believe this is for the 2nd place position. Yes, the 2nd place position between Aiden Bailey, Felipe Garcia, and Furtado. Furtado's trying to make some passes just so he can get back to the registration office.
That's right. He's like, man, I got to get to the office.
Yeah.
We need to wrap this thing up.
Here they come now into the middle of the racetrack. It is still the 171 of Carminati doing a great job out in front. Aiden Bailey trying to hold toe with him. And Jesse Furtado has moving another 3 position around Garcia. Then we see Moya around the top 5. And then we got a Yamaha rider making his way up into the mix. Is that possibly the number 3 of Cannon Hargroves? Or is it Christian Humphrey? I think it's Christian Humphrey because Hargroves is still behind him.
I think so.
Yeah, there we go. It's Humphrey. And then we see the Yamaha of Hargrove.
Carminati, Bailey, Furtado, Garcia Martin, Carminati buzzing past the announcing tower. Yeah, man, Furtado picking it up right now, going to work on that rear wheel of Bailey in the 2 spot.
You know, I'm sure Carminati, he's out there in the lead. I don't know if he's looking back, but he sees him in the peripheral and sees him battle, and he likes that. He's able to create some separation.
Oh, looked like a mistake, yes.
Furtado.
A mistake by Bailey. Furtado capitalizing.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, just being there, you know. Get that proper punctuation and capitalization.
That's
he
right.
capitalizes on that one.
I think you may have used all caps on that one, maybe. I was loud and proud.
Loud and proud. Exclamation point. Here they come now through the rollers. It is Furtado and Bailey running 2nd and 3rd, but Moya, he is making his way up through the pack. And then we got the 47 and the number 3 machine of Cannon Hargroves. Hargroves wants to join this party, and he could definitely join it, as we do not see any flags that time around, so at least 2 to go in this one. as we send it down to our boy Wes Kane on the podium.
On the Yamaha podium, finishing third, Madison Cashmere. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
Moto Sandbox, Alpha Dynamics, Alpine Star, Factory Connection, Lynx, FMF, Dunlop, and everybody else that helps me out. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Madison Casimir. Mayla Herrick finishing second. Mayla Herrick, I know you wanted that one so bad. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad, my family out here supporting me. I'd like to thank my trainer, Robbie Raynard, for helping me get prepared. Dunlop, Rob Fox, Monster, Mike from Monster, Fox, Matt, 405 Mods, Dylan and Kyle over there. Thank Lynx and Greg, Mika Metals, Oakley. I'd like to thank Aaron from Oakley, Rao Designs. They're helping me get my graphics and everything ready. Hammer Nutrition, Sun Enterprises, DBK and Twitch from over there. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations out there, Mayla Herrick. All right, come on. Lala Turner. Congratulations, Lala. Supercross Girls 11 to 16. Champions bottle and the #1 plate. Lala Turner. Who do you want to thank, Lala, for this championship?
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, Fly Hope, Alyssa, Nick and Dave from 100%, Rob Fox from Dunlop, FMF Joel, T-Rex Stratos, and just Michael Zerino at Altus, and everyone else who supports me. Thank you so much.
All right, Lala Turner from the Yamaha podium. Take it away, boys.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane. Elvis. White flag flies. 1 to go. Carminati out in front for Tato, working his way up into the 2 spot. Little separation late in it, but nonetheless been a great race. Aiden Bailey in the 3 position, Benjamin Moya 4th, and Christian Humphrey rounding out your top 5. 6th place, Cannon Hargrove, Juan Felipe Garcia Martin. Rider so good they gave him 4 names. Dan and Reed in the 8th spot, Lincoln Bartholomew in 9th, and Kevin DePino rounding out your top 10. As this one just outside of being wrapped up. 10-4. Checkered flag coming out. Here he is, the 171 Yamaha on that EBR Performance and TTMX backed ride, getting it done in the 125 12-17 BC. Solid job. Jesse Furtado going to finish second, and Aiden Bailey going to round out your top 3. How about it, boys? So we'll reset the deck here. And race number 42, going to be a good one. 450 Pro Sport. This is going to be sponsored by Race Tech. The 450 Pro Sport will highlight some of those heavy hitters as the card goes too. Race Tech known as a longtime leader in the suspension business, but did you know that many factory teams and some of the most respected engine builders in the industry trust Race Tech? We're off and rolling Race Tech for their engine machining services. Follow the Race Tech power plan to get a world-class engine that will recreate reliability, lasting horsepower, and won't break the bank. Skip the wizardly claims, smoke and mirrors, and stick to the facts. Race Tech is the science of horsepower. And my favorite part, as always, Megawatt, Race Tech, made in the United States of America.
And Paul Thied would have it no other way.
Amen.
Made with American steel. The Gold Valve revolutionized suspension business. Guys that were afraid of valves and shims and things like that, they took the guesswork out of it.
That's right.
One piece, drop it in. Guess what? You now have factory suspension.
As good as it gets. So shout out to Race Tech. Thanks for sponsoring the 450 Pro Sport race here. And we are off and rolling. And how about it, Landon Gordon? Great start by him, Megawatt, trying to run away and hide from the pack right now.
Yeah, and what's been interesting, Gordon, he's one of the usual suspects, one of the players we say you expect him to be up there. But all of these guys have had some 3rd and 4th place starts because it is so deep here. And to see him up there getting and establishing the whole shot early. Look at this, almost a section lead. Now the battle lies in that second and third position right now. That's where the battle is. That's going to be Gabe Andrigo and Avery Long.
And Avery Long in that number 3 spot going to work right now, showing him the front wheel. Long running it high, carrying a good drive there, right, trying to set himself up. There is Gordon out in front leading the way on the Kawasaki. Andrigo and Long in the same shot, going to be side by side.
Yeah, look at that. These guys almost bar to bar for sure. JH, you going to come up later? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, please. Actually, we'll make the transition a little bit later, JH. We look forward to seeing you up in the tower over there, man, for sure. Thank you, big guy.
Yeah.
J.H. Lil, agent to the stars, the guy who's got his finger on the pulse.
Yes, sir.
We talk about a lot of people that are multitaskers. J.H., I don't even know that multitasker even sums it up for what that guy does in a day's time. I've watched him handle a microphone, a telephone, a laptop, a screen, all at the same time with different people on the other end. And the guy's amazing.
Takes good care of the goat.
Oh, takes great care of the goat. And those guys... longtime friends, partners in business and stuff. Those guys have a long history. And JH going to share some of that with us as we make our way over to motocross later.
We'll be there before you know it. Race number 42 on the track. Landon Gordon, man, still looking good. Avery Long, tough battle between him and Andrigo, but Avery Long into that 3 spot now. Robbins back in 4th. Tiburcio in 5th place, Fowler 6th, Gibson 7th, Dudney 8th, Malinowski 9th, and Ben Nelko rounding out your top 10.
Fowler been struggling a little bit with some starts, been trying to figure it out a bit, and not discouraged, not disappointed by any means. The guy has the speed, no question about it. Has a good program, comes from good people. We love those guys, Crazy Carl and Amy over there. But needs to get it figured out just a bit, get up there a little earlier in the game.
He'll get her dialed.
He will.
He'll get her dialed, I have no doubt.
I think the secret is you have to be out there at dark, heating that clutch up, and pulling practice starts at dark about 6:20.
Don't encourage that anymore. We got a few of those around us.
I love it.
My moto's at 10 a.m. I better get up at 6 and
heat my clutch up.
Getting the bike warmed up. It's probably, we're blaming the kids, but I bet it's a nervous dad if I had to guess.
Absolutely.
I can't sleep. I'm going out to work on the bike. Go ahead, Mega.
Mikey, we're looking at some 105s up front now. A little earlier we had 102s, 103s, that type of thing. So it's tacking up just a bit. And speaking of tacky, there's our man Wes Kane.
All right, down on the Yamaha podium, Adian Bailey finishing up 3rd. You got the bronze. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother from being my mechanic, all the racings, Brad Jereminski at Club 57, Twin Air, Lila Dunwin, my sister, 7, Motorbikes Plus, FMF, 6D, TZR, and everybody else. Thank you.
There you go, Adian Bailey. Great job. Jesse Furtado, come on over here. You got the silver. Put that on. And come on right over here, front and center. All right, who do you want to thank, Jesse?
I'd like to thank the entire EBR Performance Team, EVS, Altus, Tamer, Heatwave, Dunlop One Industries. I'd like to thank Warren Edwards. I'd like to thank my trainer, Shannon Naide, and I'd like to thank everybody else. Thank you so much.
Good job. Job well done. All right, our champ, 125, 12, 17 BC, Carminati. Great job. You're going to hold that. You get your number 1 plate. Hold it up, guys. Champ. Great job out there. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank EBR Performance, Josh, Altus, Tamer, Dunlop, One Industries, EVS, Heatwave, SKDA, Alpine Star, Tamil, my mom, my dad, Mexican family, Italian family, my sister, TTMX, Matthew, Van Martin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Take it away from the Yamaha podium.
Well, thank you very much, Wes Kane.
I thought you'd never ask.
I thought you'd never ask. Where you been my whole life, man? When this is all over, let's get an apartment together. We'll start a band or something. Landon Gordon, he's leading the way. Avery Long in the 2 spot. Clark Robbins in 3rd. Gabriel Andrigo, 4th place now. Bernardo Tiburcio in 5th. Outside of that, Caden Dudney, we got Luke Fowler 7th. Landon Gibson 8th. 9th, Ryder Malinowski. And Russell Busheri rounding out your top 10 450 Pro Sport. We're getting into the meat of this one, though, Megawatt.
Oh, absolutely. Down into the potatoes, the biscuits.
The biscuits.
Eating potatoes. Like me some biscuits.
Mustard.
So, anyways, as we talk about it just before we went to the podium, things starting to tack up just a bit. Seeing the lap times drop a second or two in these A and Pro Sport classes. So, going to be interesting to see how these guys finish out in the late laps, because they've run this 105 pretty consistently, and I was curious to see if Landon would maybe pick up the pace or Avery. Avery down to a 104 now. Avery normally gets faster as the race goes. I was just curious if that was going to happen. I was just curious to see if that would happen. So
watching Avery, speaking of which, on Racer TV, decent little gap up to Landon Gordon.
You know, that's that cushion we talk about. We use the word cushion all the time, you know, and that's a nice little cushion.
But he can
can bobble. Now, he
can't
true. Step off.
Nope.
And maintain position. But what he can do is bobble, spin out, that kind of thing, and he's got a bit of a cushion. But long running faster lap last time around.
Man, Gordon looking. That was a great shot right there. Shout out to Gabe Scholl on the Progressive Live drone getting that shot. Not Gabe. My bad. Who's running the drone? Oh, Ethan. Or Ian, rather. Ian, now Ian Howes, show some love to the man.
Yep.
I forgot he was here this weekend. Hell, I talked to him last night. That is our OG drone operator for Racer TV back in, I believe, 2017, maybe 2018. And helped change the game for us. And I'll figure out Ian's Instagram. I'm going to show you some love, dude. He's got some great stuff out there. Good to have you here, Ian. Landon Gordon doing his thing out in front, man. He has been pretty flawless to this point after 7.
Yeah, you know, that's something we really haven't talked about. One rider down in front of us here, Mikey, I believe.
154.
Yeah.
That's going to be Thomas Matkovich out of Weston, Florida, moving his machine off to the side of the track and got some help on the way for him. A little shaken up. But shout out to our medics doing a good job getting over there.
Tough place to get down there, Mike. Yeah, for sure. Tough place to get down. No real soft ground out here on the Supercross track by any means, and a lot of hard hits. But, man, hats off to our athletes, man. These guys have been tough. I want to tell you, Dean, I've seen some hits this week, and these guys might have took them a minute. Might have had to shake the cobwebs. It might have had to get the stars loose there. But I got to tell you something. These guys have been absolutely tough, Mikey, this week. Holy cow.
I'll be honest with you. Not to make light of it. He's doing good. He's up under his own power.
Yes.
That's what I looked like getting out of bed this morning. And Avery Long is now on the rear wheel of Landon Gordon. Got ourselves a little brouhaha developing here.
Yeah, we talked about a cushion. Now it's gone. You know, in just a matter of turns. You know, look at the battle raging now.
Great
Long.
Save by Long.
Holy cow. Rut to rut. Okay? Yeah, rut to rut right there. That was head shake, lock to lock, Mikey. That's when she goes all the way to the steering lock twice. Okay?
That woke Avery Long up a little bit. He said, okay,
I think I need to change my shorts.
Let me regroup a little bit.
Yeah. That one
But he
scared
goes
me
back
so bad.
to work, man.
Holy cow.
263, that is Avery Long right there, just behind Landon Gordon. White flag coming out, yes. So white flag is out. It's go time, baby.
It absolutely is, but see what that bobble did for Gordon?
Yep.
We talk about the cushion. The cushion was going away. Long did all that work, put all that work in to catch up to him. Now he has to go back at him with less than a lap to go.
So we keep our eyes on that battle out front. Dudney has worked his way up into the 3 spot. Robbins 4th, and Gibson rounding out the top 5. As we continue to watch that battle unfold out front.
Long is not letting loose right now. You know he's got a spot. He's going to take a run at him. He's going to try that inside, I believe.
Oh, he's getting it set up right here. You're
there
absolutely
it is. Yeah,
right.
There it is. That gives him the big mow around the outside. The move is made. The move is done.
Just a few turns left here. Let's see how we do. Through the whoop section.
Like a boss right there, clean, okay? He just simply used momentum and speed. He used power to make that happen, Dean. There was no setup. There was no block. There was no nothing.
And Avery Long just about perfect through the whoop section right there. Checkered flag out. And, boy, you could tell the body language. Gordon stoked. the body language, Avery Longstoke.
Yes.
The body language in Landon Gordon, frustrated.
Hey, when you get beat, when you run in that second, third, fourth position, that's one thing. When you get chased down, man, it can be demoralizing, okay? For sure. And no disrespect to anybody that's happening to this week, because we're going to see it a bunch.
And now you've got Gordon's going to have a break here before he's got a little while to think about that, I guess is what I'm saying, which is tough.
Absolutely. Who's next?
Coming up next, going to be race number 43, 65cc, 7-11. I'm going to step out and let the Rodney Tomlin step in for me.
It is the Rodney Tomlin. Thank you very much, Mikey Waynes. Appreciate that. Good to be back out here. Man, what a beautiful day. If you're sitting at home right now, if you're in your office, we've got beautiful sunshine. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Temperatures are beautiful, and 65 cc's are on the racetrack, and they're being let out today by the number 3 machine of Levi Guys. Guys actually coming into this one, the division race win, the 65 cc's. Some over 100 riders narrowed down to the top 38 or so out on the racetrack with us. We had like 3 different divisions of these. Gavin Wellsine was a winner in the division race as well. Currently, though, I believe it's the number 11, Chance Olberg out of Parker, Colorado, who grabbed a third-place position in his division race, opening up in the number 2 spot. But a lot of position jockeying taking place here on this first lap of racing as these mini warriors in the 65cc class get it all sorted out. Is that the
Levi Geis?
Yeah, is that 32 Beckington likely back in that number 3 position?
I don't believe so. Looks like maybe it was. He's getting shuffled back. Looks like he might be about the 5th place position now on the number 32 KTM.
All righty, so we'll get them all sorted out as they cross that finish line stripe now, Dean, as our 65cc 7 to 11-year-olds are off and running and gunning here this morning.
Yes, here they come right in front of us again. The number 3, Levi Geis leading them now. Chance Olberg in second. Pastro.
There you go.
In third. And in fourth is Gavin Wellsine. Rounding on the top 5 right now is Weston Otto. So Otto putting a good move in there to get in that 5th place position. Braden Vandergriff, Talon Rogers, Jax Baker, Grayson Dempsey, and John Ferreira rounding out your top 10. Man, Ryan Cicerelli had some really good heat races, had some bad luck in the 7-9 moto, having some more issues here in the 7-11 moto. He's all the way in the back of the pack, but he's definitely going to work through them. I know we're limited on time here as far as Supercross format goes, but he's going to go out there and push to the front as hard as he can.
Well, I tell you, talk about the competition and the depth of field. Jax Baker, who took a win in a division race out there, currently running back in the number 8 spot here in the main event. He's riding on the 919. We'll be keeping an eye on him to see what kind of progression he can make throughout the course of this one as we wrap up our second laps now here with our 65cc 7 to 11. I believe Guys still out front and point on this one.
Yeah, we got a battle right here, Rodney, for the second, third, and fourth place position. Everybody wants to be on the podium today.
Yeah, it's definitely tightening up back there. That is the 52 of John Everett.
Pastro,
that's it. Pastro, and I think that's the one that I confused with the 32 of Parker Beckington there just a little bit ago. My eyes deceived me just a little bit.
Well, I believe he has the 52 on the back, so I could easily see how you can get that mistaken for 32.
Yeah. Well, I have, like I said, my eyes might have deceived me just a little bit.
It happens. Hey, guess what? At Triumph Dimvo, I got my gear delivery from my uncle. I might be trying out a demo Triumph today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's been holding you back so far, huh?
Yep, I got it now, though. We're ready to go. Just like our leader, the number 3, Levi Geis, is ready to go. He leads him out. Chance Olberg trying to chase him down right now. John Everett Pastro, he's in third, but here comes Gavin Wellsine. Wellsine got a good outside line right there, trying to get to the inside of Pastro. Not quite able to make it happen, though. He's going to have to settle for fourth at the moment, but he is going to set his sights on the podium. He wants to see Wes Kane, as does everybody out here today.
Yes, they all do. I want to see Wes Kane. I'll see Wes Kane. We'll see Wes Kane in a little bit. Got some guys getting ready to go talk to Wes Kane, I believe, here in just a few moments also. 65cc 7 to 9-year-olds, guys. Olberg, Pastero, Wellsine, and Otto, your top 5. Those second, third, and fourth still kind of tight. Second and third definitely tighter. Olberg and Pastero getting it sorted out. While they do that, we'll get things sorted out on the podium with Wes Kane.
All right, Caden Dundee up here on the podium, finishing up third in this one here, 450 Pro Sport. You ready to go outdoors now? You got them done. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Star Racing, Yamaha, Alpine Stars, Thor, everybody that supports me, thank you so much. Swanee, Jensen, everybody, I couldn't do it without you guys.
Congratulations out there. Time to shift that bike up, put it in fourth and fifth gear, and let her rip. All right, Caden Dundee, come on up here. Landon Gordon got the silver. These are our usual suspects. Wait till they get outdoors. Great job out there, Landon Gordon. One more bag for you. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe, my whole family, Team Green Kawasaki, Ryan Holiday, Derek, everybody over there. They mean the world. I'd like to thank Pro Circuit, Monster, Alpine Star, Dunlop, Renthal, Throttle Syndicate, Ethica, my trainer, Will Hahn, back home. Yeah, SX is done. Bunch of seconds. We'll come out swinging for outdoors, though.
Great job out there. Great words from Landon Gordon. Avery Long, this one you've been waiting for. Great job. We got a championship bottle for you, champion's bottle, and a #1 plate. We're going to turn it up. There you go. Avery Long, ladies and gentlemen, 450 Pro Sport champion. And I know you cannot wait to get outdoors. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brothers back home watching. Danny, Donnie, Jake, whole MTF crew, Little B, Colleen, Monster Mike, Bell, Alpine Stars, 100%, Moose Racing, Parts Unlimited, Dunlop, just everybody in my corner. I've been working really hard, and I struggled the first two mains a little bit, and yeah, got a championship going into outdoors, so super stoked to go into outdoors. Track's gonna get rough, and yeah, I can't wait to let the throttle open up.
Keep it on, Avery Long out there. This momentum right here is when he gets really dangerous out there, so we're going to see him go to work out there. All three of these guys here are going to be amazing to watch. Back to you from the Yamaha podium in the skybox.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane, as we take the control of the realm once again. And here we are with Levi Guy still in control of his realm. Has been pretty much since the drop of the gate on this with the Chance Oldberg right there in the #2 spot, but the gap has been comfortable enough for guys. He hasn't been pressured, but Oldberg has certainly found his pressure from Pastero, and it has been increasing over the last couple of laps. When we went down to the podium just a few moments ago, they were stretching it out, but Levi Guy's taking the checker. Oldberg hangs on to it at the checkers with Pastero right there on that rear fender. Gavin Welzine not far off either. Weston Auto rounding out the top 5, and, of course, Jax Baker, Talon Rogers, Enrique Rodriguez, Forrest McPherson, and rounding out the top 10 is Grayson Dempsey. Well, we've got a new announce racer in the tower with us. Well, won't call him that, of course, but what I will say is an old familiar face coming back to celebrate Thanksgiving week with us. Chase Sexton, welcome to Mini O's, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I haven't been here since, I think, 2017, but I haven't raced here since 2015, so it's nice to be back. This is one of my favorite races of the year, and it's a special one for a lot of people.
Well, what's keeping you busy?
Honestly, just training right now. I'm in kind of in the middle of boot camp, getting ready for 2025, so yeah, it's exciting and just the normal training.
You know, what's really remarkable for me is, whenever I think about you and your career, and as great as your professional career is, I oftentimes, whenever your name pops up, I still see you as one of these little kids out here on an 85 or something like that, racing in these Mini-Os at Loretta's or any of the other majors that are going on around the nation, man. I mean, it's hard to believe how quickly time goes, and when you get back here, how familiar. I mean, a lot of changes, but still a lot of familiarity, isn't it?
It is. It's like I said, it's been a while since I've been here, but it feels like I never left. And like I said, I came here since I was 6 years old till 16. So it's nice to be back. And honestly, it just brings back a lot of good memories. Obviously, there's some bad ones, but this was honestly my favorite portion of Mini O's is racing this stadium Supercross track. And it's a fun one. This event's cool because you get to race stadium and then go to outdoors later in the week. So. Yeah, what is this, Super Mini class right now?
Absolutely, Super Mini 2, 13 to 16. Briar Stike out front. Carson Wood in the #2 spot. Reese Seba in third. Darren Pine opening up with the fourth place position. Brody Moss in fifth. Then Chase Dashiell, Kevin DePino, Austin Meads, Grant McDonald, and Jay Stanley rounding out the top 10. Now, have you had a chance to watch much racing since you've been here?
I actually just got here 10 minutes ago, so I missed Open Pro Sport, which I'm kind of bummed on, but Super Mini's just as good usually, so no, it's cool, and yeah, I just got here, so this is the first time seeing the track, and everything looks good. The dirt looks perfect. Can't get any better.
It does. You're absolutely correct about that. What's the schedule for you for today?
Just hanging out, do this, and then sign some autographs, and then I got to go back home and start training again, so just here for a little bit and get my fix of Mini O's.
All right, man. It's really good to have you back here, and I don't want to keep you too much. I mean, unless you want to help call this race. Or
I'll let you call the race. I'll sit here and watch, but I'm
right.
here just to fill in if you need any help, but I'm sure you don't.
All righty, as we continue here working on lap number 3 here, I believe now. Well, actually, this is lap number 2 as they're still getting it sorted out early in this Super Mini class as we roll through this one now. Coming into this one, as always, you've got your key players and some of the main fixtures up there. Some of the riders that we're watching out for. Reese Seba, who obviously is that he finished third in his qualifying moto, running in the number 3 spot right now. The 260 of Carson Wood, whom we see in the number 2 spot right now, actually finished up, took the win in the consolation race or the heat race moving into this. And then, of course, race 24 number 24 is Briar Stasic out of Colliers, West Virginia on the Jones and Roman Motocross Academy back Husqvarna now. He is currently running in the number 1 spot here. Took a 10th place position in the qualifying round. Let's see if he can hang on to this. As we know, he's got a host of company behind him. And Carson Wood out front now. So 7, 10, we got a lot of changes going on that particular lap right there. See, that's what happens whenever I get wound up in what's going on up here. So Carson Wood, Brody Moss, Stasic now third, DePino in the 4th place position. Darren Pine up man, that was a lot of changes real fast on that between those 2 laps. Pine in the 5th place position, McDonald, Dashiell, Meads 8th. Seba has dropped back from 3rd to a 9th place position, but Gage Dunham is moving up. He finished 11th in his qualifying round, but currently trying to make a better grade on this one here in the main event. As we motor through this one, one question that I do have, look at the changes just at the Supercross track. I know it's been since 17. There's been a lot of changes in the last 2 years. I can only imagine what this part of the course is looking like for you.
Yeah, I think when I started growing up racing here on 50s, 65s, the track was pretty technical, but I was also small, so you don't really know if it got smaller or you just felt like it was bigger because you were small. But yeah, it looks good. Like I said, the dirt looks really good. I see that there's maybe a section, is it A and B that races, or is it just A class that races the extra track right
Pro
here?
Sport Net, yeah.
Yeah, so I see they have whoops and stuff, which is cool. And yeah, honestly, the track looks awesome. But I think when I was little, everything looked bigger because I was a smaller guy.
Yep.
And then when you got bigger,
Yeah.
just the track gets smaller and smaller. But no, it looks good. And I actually got to ride with Carson Wood a little bit when I rode at Sandbox, and he's a really good rider. I think last year, actually, on SMX, when I was training for that series, he was riding Supercross with me a little bit, trying to get used to it. So I've gotten to ride with him. Obviously, there's a lot of new names that haven't been around the amateur scene in a while, but it's cool to see these guys rip, and Carson looks like he's riding really well.
Absolutely. Stand by, Wes.
Hey, I want to remind everybody, Chase is going to be over at the Campers Inn Mobile Service Compound. He'll be taking pictures, signing autographs over there in just a little bit as soon as he finishes up here. But, Chase, how surreal is this? Man, when you look out there, I noticed you were looking out there, but the bottom line is you've come a long way in just a few years. It's got to be kind of emotional when you look out there, kind of where you came from.
Yeah, it's really special. I think when I was in this specific class, I was really just doing it still for fun, and I never really – I mean, it's easy to say now, but I never really saw myself being a pro or being at the top of the sport. So – being in this spot, like when I was this age, I was just really just doing it all for fun, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I think when I got on big bikes, B class, A class, that's when it kind of started to become more real. But at this point, it was still just riding from like 5 o'clock to dark at home, and then race on the weekends. Then obviously come to these big amateur events and try and do the best I could.
I love that because he knew how to have fun at Loretta's but still bring the intensity. You know, he was there to race, but him and the family always had a great time, and I love that. Hey, we're going to take a quick break and throw it down to Wes on the podium.
All right, glad to hear all that going on up there. Super cool to have guys coming back, sharing their stories out there. But I got little Pasteur up here. He's got the bronze medal finish in third. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my brother, Club MX, Money Inc. Motorsports, Kirby Moto Works, 100% FXR.
Congratulations out there. Good job. Chance Olberg, come on over here. Great job. You got the silver medal. Hold that medal up there. Let Harold Martin and the Racer TV fans see it. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, MCT, my trainer Matt Cleveland, HB, Fly Racing, Alpine Stars, 100%, Adventure Moto, Austin, and everybody else that helps me get up here. It means a lot, and I work my butt off, but yeah, thank you.
Congratulations out there. Awesome, awesome. All right, here we go. Your champ, 65-7-11. Give it up for Levi Geis. Champions bottle. Woo! Congratulations out there, Levi. Great job. Who do you want to thank for this championship podium?
I would like to thank Coker Pump, Brett Bell, my mom, my dad, Co Motorcycles, Cobra Elite, 2i Paints, FXR Factory, Siemens Store, and everybody else. Thank you. Oh, and Club 57 and Brad, and John Bailey and Aiden Bailey and WW.
Congratulations, Levi. Guys. All right, from the Yamaha podium, Donnie Luce is checking with us. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks a lot, Wes Kane. And we got this one wrapping up on the track. Carson Wood taking the win. Brody Moss in second. Briar Stesic will hold on for a third. DePino in fifth. So it'll be Wood, Moss, and Stesic heading over to see Wes Kane. Also DePino, Pine, McDonald, Dashiell, Meads, Seba in ninth, and Gage Dunham rounds out the top 10 as we move next to our next class. Looks like we've got a 51cc 4-6 limited class on the track. Now, Chase, it's been a while since you've been on one of these machines, huh?
I think this was my first trip to Mini-O's was in this class. I don't think I did very well, but no, it's cool to see, and it's nice to see the small classes getting so big since COVID, and there seems like there's a lot of young kids getting into the sport, which is always good, and just grows the sport, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's one thing that we were talking about as well. You know, not only have we seen a resurgence in a lot of the youth riders, but a resurgence in some of the vet classes and, you know, some of the older riders coming back to race as well. And I think that's neat. We talk about the legacy of it. I mean, heck, you're still traveling with your old man. And, I mean, that's the kind of sport that this is.
Yeah, it's definitely a big family aspect, at least for me. I grew up going to these races and having my whole family, and I grew up in Illinois, so when you would come to this race, it's obviously wintertime back where I live, so my family honestly treated this like a vacation, and it was cool, and you get down to this warm weather, and it feels like you're in a whole different country, so yeah, for me it was a big family aspect, and all these little kids, I'm sure they're here with their families, and maybe their dad's racing, which is special, and I think that's what's so cool about these amateur events. You get both sides of it, and yeah, it's nice to see a full gate in these 50 classes.
Absolutely. Over 100 in each one of these little 50 classes is what's been so exciting. Leading this one out, one of our possible future stars, Robert Fender there aboard the 349. Ryden Williams running in the number 2 spot. It's Edsler Armbruster in second. Clemente Lobos in the number 4 spot. And Axel Goodman rounds out your top 5. Rivers Rice in sixth. We got Jasper Collins at 173 in the number 7 spot. Asher Thornton is the 75. He's 8th. 310. Rowdy Keelan in 9th. And Marshall Blankenship rounds out the top 10 aboard the number 16. And that's just the top 10 of 38 riders that were able to make the grade and make their way onto this gate. And as we said, over 100 riders trying to make this same exact position out here, and only 38 actually doing it. The other riders on the track include Thomas Alonso, Maverick Chan, Archer Mars back in the number 13 spot, Carson Fritsch, the number 14 position. Ryder Shoemate is 15th. Hudson Hennick is 16th. Cohen McKittrick is 17th. Cade Swartfager now 18th. Rowan Williams in 19th. And Blaze and Antoniak rounds out the top 20. There it is. All right, we're back. Megawatt, I know, dipping out for just a moment. Fender's still out front of this one. And I know that, again, you mentioned there just a moment ago about Chase having the autograph signing coming up here in a little bit, right?
Yep, absolutely. Campers in. Maintenance down there on the end of the vendor row, I believe. I tell you what was super cool, though. The guy who sold more KTMs than anybody since Ryan Dungy looks out here, and he says, wow, look at the number of kids in this class. And, Chase, it's proven since the pandemic, the largest segment of motorcycle growth has been in youth motorcycles. That's the bottom line. I think 90 cc and under, maybe 110 cc and under. So anything from PW, 65s, that type of thing. People had time. They weren't in school. They were doing different things. They had time to ride again. And you're noticing these numbers, just like you said, because of that time. And for you to look out here and see that many kids and understand that that's the effect it had on us, imagine this. This group is going to go on to 65s. 85, and then we're going to have that next group come along instead of waiting for that surge.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to see, and I really notice it. I go back to Illinois every year, and I do some. I put on a local race there, and I can notice the numbers go up there. And then I'm coming here and seeing this. That's 100 guys in one class. I think that's, what is that? 3 divisions. Probably
it is.
They had.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
It's really cool to see. I remember coming here when I was young, and we would have 3 divisions in certain classes, and then when I got older, it kind of seemed like that dwindled out a little bit, and now to see it come back and have that resurgence, and these kids going to grow up and hopefully keep with it, that's the goal, and then see that new wave come through. So, like I said, it's special, and this is what made me, and I feel like this is what's going to make everybody is coming to these races, and obviously at the local scene, but then when you come to these big amateur nationals, this is where it's time to shine, and it's cool to see, like I said, and beautiful day out. Couldn't ask for more.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your day, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick minute. White flag is out on this. We're going to send it down to the podium with Wes Kane.
All right, guys. Thank you. All right, Kevin Delfino, congratulations finishing up third. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my mechanic, my baby sister right there, FMF, SOBMX, Pro Torque, 100%, Monster Army, Monster Energy. All my friends out here supporting me, and everyone else that I forgot, thank you so much.
Congratulations out there, Kevin Delpino, finishing third. Second place, come on over here. Brody Moss. Second place, you're going to get the silver. Congratulations out there. Good job. Brody, who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Mastel Linen, Mastel Dry Cleaners, FMF, Factory Connection, Monster Energy, Mike, Renthal, Dunlop, Jay Whipple, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Congratulations out there, Brody Moss. Here comes the champ, Super Mini 2, 13-16, Carson Wood. Come on up here. Championship bottle right here. Here's your champion's bottle and your number 1 plate. Give it up, guys, Carson Wood. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Kawasaki, Pro Circuit, Renthal, Fox, Oakley, Dunlop, HBI, Swanee, my trainer, Jeannie, and Swanee, and God for keeping me safe. Thank you.
All right, congratulations out there. Carson Wood getting it done. Hey, Megawatt.
Hey, what?
Is this just a single main event moto here?
Yep.
I believe it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So that means we're done. We got 51cc 4-6. That one making their way off the track right now. Robert Fender taking the win in that one. Ezra Armbruster taking the second place position. Ryden Williams, the number 92, rounding out the top three. That will be your bronze winner. Then we've got Clemente Lopez and River Schreiss in fourth and fifth. Kate Swartfager in sixth. Maverick Chan is going to finish up in seventh with Thomas Alonso Algares, and let's see, everything just switched up on me there, but 10th place is Rowdy Keelan, and that, my friends, is the wrap-up of that. We're getting ready to head over to practice right now, over to the motocross track. We're looking at about a 15-minute switch out here, so folks, we're going to be getting staging open here in just a few moments. We're going to start out with a practice order. It is in your souvenir yearbook. The 53rd Annual Thor Minios by Pro Circuit Yearbook. There you got whenever you signed up. Vet 35 Plus will be practice group number 1. Practice group 2 will be the 85 12 to 13 Limited. Practice group 3 will be the 250C Limited. And so forth and so on. We'll go over all that for you coming up in a few moments, but they are posted on the posting board. It is posted in the souvenir yearbook. It is on page 14. If you want the motocross schedule, both the practice order and the race order is there on page 14. You'll be able to find it for yourself, and you'll be able to keep up to date and up to speed with what's going on. Keep your radios tuned to 88.9. We will have to take just a split few moments off the air here with the microphones while they make the switch over up to the big tower, the Yamaha tower up there, of course, and then we'll get our day resuming. Practice will be underway on the motocross side of things. Don't forget, we've got Supercross Awards. Those will be coming up, if I'm not mistaken, when we look at our schedule here this week. Supercross ceremonies will be on tonight. Yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't tomorrow. I just want to make sure. So tonight at 7 o'clock, we will have awards presentation for Supercross. That'll be taking place at the Pavilion. So Supercross Awards ceremony tonight, 7 o'clock at the Pavilion. We'll award the top 10 in Supercross and, of course, enjoy the accolades of all your hard work here in 2024. Lots of great things going on here today as well. We've got at 10 a.m. Camp Gatorback got underway for our ages 4 and up. That going on over at the Pavilion. And I believe I want to say thanks to the Christian Motorcyclist Association for all the wonderful things that they've been able to do to help keep some of the other folks in the family busy. They've had the Kid Crafts Day all day long, a few days this week. We've also seen Camp Gatorback, and we certainly appreciate those opportunities for those kids to get out and about. Yeah, good. I'm sorry, Dino, man, but my eyes, I need to clean my glasses or something because your script is very, very small.
Yeah, you get the Iron Man award for today, man. You've been trooping it out for sure, but I want to let you guys know about Friday cookie decorating with On Track. Again, On Track and do cookie decorating on Friday. Sam will be there, moving starting 5 p.m. to the Pavilion. That's that cookie party, so be part of the program. Also doing that bike raffle all week. They're only selling 400 tickets, so a perfect opportunity for you to win one of those specialized Turbo E Levo bicycles, so that's a great opportunity for you guys. 1 in 400 chance. That's pretty good odds, isn't it, Rodney?
Absolutely it is, and a good deal and a good way to support a great program that helps out a lot of kids. Like I said, my son was in the program for a little while when we were on the road, and honestly, I kind of wish we'd have kept him in it because I think it was better than actual school, if you want to know the truth.
Absolutely, and speaking of that, I mean, they don't really get dance. I guess this will be their homecoming because I think Loretta's is like their prom. But Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m., they're going to be doing Disco in the Dirt. That's with DJ Dud up there hooking it up.
DJ Judd always spinning out the fancy tunes. Did you happen to watch any of the bull riding last night by any chance?
No, I didn't watch it. The bull was going on? Is that what all that noise was all about?
I think that's what all that noise. I ended up passing out on that one, but I believe we still have one more podium to do down there with West Kane. I'm waiting on our little guys, and as soon as we get the official word, as soon as we get the from West Kane.
I thought that was West Kane there for a second. That's so awesome. And look at the live drone coverage right now, courtesy of Progressive, really hooking us up with a good view of all three racetracks. As we hear the little whistle in our ear, it's send it down to West Kane.
All right, I got my third-place rider coming up here, looking good. Come on up here, bud. Yeah, here he comes. And that Sensalo replica looking good stuff from McGrath. Who do you want? Tell everybody your name and who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Gigi, Papa, Mitten, Oakley, Cobra, Mitten, and yeah, everybody else.
What's your name?
Ryden.
All right, well, give me a high five, bud. Good job. You can hang out up here. You don't have to go nowhere. You can hang right here, bud. Come on over here. You got second place. Congratulations. Tell everybody your name and who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, Thor, Oakley, Brett Vale, the whole Cobra team. I'll just like to thank my mom, my dad, Jesus Christ, and my baby brother.
Well, what's your name?
Robert Fender.
That's right. All right. All right. Ezra, great job. You guys can hang out up here. You don't have to leave. Who do you want to thank, champ?
I want to thank my mom and dad, my grandma and grandpa, Jesus Christ, my sister at home, and I want to thank Brett from Cobra, Moto Seats, T-Rex Throttle, Thor, ASV, and that's all.
Well, congratulations out there, guys. Put them up. There's your final podium of Supercross. We are about to say back in the old days when we were out partying, let's take it outside. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hold on. There you go. That's yours. And that is yours. All right, Wes Kane from the Yamaha podium. We're out.
All righty, thanks a lot, Wes Kane. That's going to wrap up our coverage here for today from Gatorback Cycle Park and, of course, the Thor Mini O's. It is the 53rd annual Mini O's presented by Pro Circuit, and we'll be back, with more coverage when racing begins. I believe our first motos should be getting underway sometime tomorrow, so make sure you watch your social medias and stay in touch and in tune with what's taking place here at the 2024 Thor Mini O's presented by Pro Circuit. On behalf of all of us here at Racer TV, I want to say thanks to, of course, Kerry Russell, our executive producer, director Griff Connor, Corey Randall, our EIC manager, Dan Reinhardt, also Matt Watson, Dean Diaz, Wes Kane, Judd Poindexter, and Mikey Waynes, and myself, all here with the sound crew. And, of course, a big special thanks to our camera operators out working so hard, getting the shots for you. Eric Sweeney, Cameron Cotter, Adam Adkins, Chadwick Lynn, Chance Tomlin, Jimmy Hughes, Mike Nichols, I should say, Buford Smallwood III, and our drone operator, Ian Howes. On behalf of all those folks, I say good day, everybody. So once again, folks, just reminding you, we are in the process of making the switch, the turnaround. They're anticipating about a 15-minute turnaround, so staging should be opening up here in just a few moments. If you're one of the first practices, as we told you, page 14 in your souvenir yearbook there will get you to the order that you need to be in. Practice Group 1, again, Vet 35 plus. You guys should just start heading on over and getting yourselves pre-staged there. Practice Group 2, the 85-12.